from the 40 pregame show protected by Cleveland Insurance, live from Polk County High School on MixedTV.tv. I'm Jamie Kyle. He's Stephen Shelton. We got a lot coming on today's show. We've got special guest ADs, both ADs from Polk County and from Sweetwater. That would be Ron German and Caleb Norwood. They'll join us, give a quick rundown on the game and the games and what's happening around the Valley this week. We've got Stephanie Green and John Dixon from FCA joining us. And then we're going to talk about the big game, Polk County and Sweetwater High School. That's why we're here tonight, as they compete on the MixedTV.tv Rivalry Game of the Week, driven by Mountain View Nissan. Stephen Shelton, you gave me a call. I answered the phone. Here we are up at Polk County High School. You know, we were talking on the ride up here how the scenery up here is just fantastic, the mountains. We couldn't ask for a better game to call, to be able to look out, not only see a good football game, two good football teams, but also see the mountains in the background is just fantastic.
Well, you have people from all around the country that come in to just see this, to come to the Ocoee region and see the river and see the mountains. This is really the what I would call the heel of the Appalachian Mountains. This is where it gets started. Right behind this. You're probably two drivers away from. They're right behind this football field tonight. You know, we walked the field a little bit.
Yeah.
It's in fantastic condition. This is one of the few fields that we come to this season that's still just natural grass, and they've done a great job up here of making this place very plush, and they do a great job. We've been invited down to the Wildcat Cafe already for a free meal.
I don't even know what they have. This is something about a potato down there. I'm not really sure.
It's a full meal is what they told me.
Yeah.
So all I know is at some point, if I disappear,
that's where you're at. Yeah,
absolutely.
I got that. I know, as a former Charleston High School graduate yourself, my brother played at Charleston. I remember coming up to Polk County. Always one of those times when you come up, you better be ready for a game. I don't care if you're in basketball, if you're in football, if you're in baseball, golf even. Jason Adams and the golf team, you better be ready to play when you come up play Polk County.
Absolutely, yeah. Again, they do so much with just a small group of kids. And this place, Polk County as a county itself has just not grown in proportion with the other surrounding counties. And so they're still, Coach Derek Davis, he has been here forever. He won his 140th game last week over Sequoia. They just do a great job over here with everything. They're so welcoming. We couldn't have asked for a better location for this week of football.
Yeah, let's get into a little football. What was your thoughts about week 3 last week? What stuck out the most to you?
Well, who is McMinn County? At one time, Slim Shady once said, "Will the real Slim Shady please stand up?" Well,
wait. Did you just reference?
I did.
Eminem and Slim Shady.
I did.
Wow.
At one point,
write that down. At
one point, he asked, "Will the real Slim Shady please stand up?" Well, my question this week is, will the real McMinn County please stand up?
Yeah.
They looked like they're unbeatable against Bradley in week 1. They struggled against Cleveland, who I think rebounded probably the best of any team in week 2. And then last week against Walker Valley, it not looked like they had practiced defense the entire summer.
I'll say something about McMinn County. I thought that I don't know if week 1 was kind of just a fluke in a way, and you'll probably agree with this. If I remember correctly, Bradley tried to do a fake punt out of their own end zone, and which didn't work, which gave McMinn the ball down there on the 5-7 yard line or whatever. I felt like, and Damon mentioned this on a show I heard him talking earlier this week, with the transfers happening now, you are learning how to practice. You're having to learn how to practice with a new team, and you had a lot of transfers over there. It's not until week 2, week 3 until you kind of build some camaraderie. I think if we had, Bradley playing McMinn week 3, I think the outcome looked completely different, which would have been, and I know that's ifs and buts or candy and nuts, right? I don't even know the rest of the saying. You could probably fill it in for me. But it's one of those things where I think that made a difference in that game. So, in my opinion, McMinn is what they are. They're just a little bit better than Cleveland and not as good as Walker Valley.
Well, they showed it last week, and as we talk about, games last week, that was the most shocking score that I believe I watched or witnessed last week was the Walker Valley bounce back after that showing against Bradley Central.
Absolutely. All right, so we have the Outline Planning Due to the Week, and I say that because we were just talking about Walker Valley. I think you've got maybe a quarterback from Walker Valley that's the Due to the Week.
The Dow, as they call it, the Outline Planning Dow. Due to the Week has got to be Chase Stevens, 461 yards, 25 completions. This guy he looked like a video game last week. It was unbelievable. Their Walker Valley's receivers are so big. I mean, tall. They got kids that at least 3 or 4 over 6 foot. They can go get it, and he spreads the ball around. Keep looking for Luke Hayden.
Yeah.
This kid has got 5 touchdowns in 2 weeks. This guy is becoming his go-to, especially in short yardage situations. He's big, he's long, and he does a great job receiving the football.
I've coached Chase Stevens in baseball. Great kid. You know, that's the thing, is a really good athlete.
Hard to do coming out of that family.
It is for sure. I know. He doesn't have much of a chance coming out, but I think he's got a sister that may turn out to be an athlete too. Maybe a couple generations back we had some athletes in that family. I'm not really sure.
Ray Stevens wasn't a bad baseball player in his own right.
This is true.
Absolutely.
So, all right. So, jumping into this week, which games are you kind of looking forward to tonight?
Well, this one to start with. I'm interested to see how a young Cleveland team plays against Maryville. You know, Maryville 17-time state champion. For them to come over and to come down to Cleveland and do that. But can Walker Valley continue to put up the numbers they did against not a struggling, let's put it this way, a struggling Chattanooga Central team? And so those are really the two that I'm most looking forward to. Farragut is a team that struggled early. Farragut is a team that has always given Bradley troubles.
Yeah.
And so for Bradley to go up, for Coach Damon Floyd to take his team up to Farragut tonight and play the Admirals, it's going to be interesting because Bradley needs another win here. I mean, their playoff hopes are very strong after last week's showing.
You know, one of the things that I realized about Bradley Walker Valley, it looked like they found a mismatch and they ran the ball a lot. I can't tell you how many times they threw, but it wasn't as many times as they had thrown in the previous game. Hardin Valley really didn't have to do much, jumped out to an early lead. It'll be lead. It will be interesting tonight to see if Damon throws the ball or is able to throw the ball with Farragut, or if they keep running with that great ground attack they had last week.
Another game that I'm looking forward to that we're really not going to talk a lot about tonight because of where we're at is Meigs McMinn Central. You know, this is the fan favorites of everyone here,
right.
Meigs and McMinn Central. But McMinn Central looking to go over there and upset Meigs. Now, Meigs has not played great. I mean, they're a team that everyone thought was going to walk their way through into the playoff, but they've really struggled. They lost their quarterback for a game because of a suspension. Their backup quarterback looked like he was, very able, but when you're losing those pieces like a tough Ricker as a quarterback, it's very difficult to get that back in motion. So you're practicing one week with this quarterback, you're practicing next week with another quarterback. It's almost like changing catchers if you're a pitcher. So getting that comfort level back, they're doing it again. They're going to the playoffs. There's no doubt about it. The question is how are they going to get this thing back really on track to be the team we thought they were going to be coming into this season?
All right, we've got still a lot more to come. Exciting night here at Polk County High School. Coming up next, we've got both athletic directors from Polk County and from Sweetwater High School. We're going to try to pit them against each other. Is that what we're looking to do?
I think so.
I think,
we'll try to get them mad at each other.
That's exactly what we'll do. So when we come back, this is from the 40 pregame show. Jamie Kyle, Stephen Shelton, and as always, it's protected by Cleveland Insurance. We'll be back right after this.
Shopping for insurance starts out simple enough. Once you begin, though, you quickly see there are a lot of options. Lots and lots of options. Then there are those distractions. You begin to question whether it's even worth your time. Did we mention those distractions? But what if there was one place that took all the stress out by doing the shopping for you? Too good to be true? Well, it's not. And we are waiting to help you just like we have been for over the past 90 years. We shop to save you time and money so you can get back to those important things in life. Cleveland Insurance. Live life protected.
Make this the summer event going on now at Crown CDJR Cleveland. Shop over 200 new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Rams up to $20,000 off MSRP. Gladiators, 2,500 pickups, Wagoneers, even Wranglers with huge discounts. Take advantage of model year closeout savings all month long on a new Dodge Charger Daytona Scat Pack. $20,000 off MSRP. Crown CDJR, the better way to buy and service. Visit crownchrysler.dodge-jeep.com.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop, where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. the quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
Jenny, I just don't know what we're gonna do. Hannah really wants to go to Wesleyan, but I don't think we can afford it.
You know, that may not actually be true. Emma qualified for the TWU pledge at Tennessee Wesleyan. She's gonna be a Bulldog, tuition free.
But how's that even possible?
It's a program that offsets the cost of education for local families.
That sounds like a great option for us.
You just need to go to tnwesleyan.edu and check it out.
Tennessee Wesleyan, where dreams meet affordability.
This is the Rivalry Games, presented by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland, live on MixTV.tv.
Welcome back to From the 40 pregame show, protected by Cleveland Insurance. Jamie Kyle, Stephen Shelton. Got a couple of special guests here today. The information we find out when we're on break is just incredible. But we've got the Polk County Athletic Director, Ron German, and the Sweetwater Athletic Director, Caleb Norwood. First, I have to ask a question. Ron German, I had found out that Shelton had coached your kid. And so I think we talked about this via email.
We did.
But the question I posed to you was that were you getting him training, coaching while Shelton was coaching him? Because I know the way Shelton coaches. And then your remark back to me was, I'm still trying to get him help from that whole process.
Listen, the therapy Drew had is fine, okay?
Yeah.
It's fine. I will say this real quick, and I won't take these guys' time, but there is a connection between this, not even between the schools here with Drew and I. We're playing Sweetwater. Drew's at Walker Valley, I believe it is.
Yes.
Walker Valley, his senior year, and Drew was our main pinch runner. This guy, he could base run you to death.
Yeah.
And so Drew is on first. I know exactly how fast Drew is from first to second. Sweetwater's got a guy that's got a cannon back there behind the plate. And I'm standing at the third base dugout right beside Coach Turner. And, Coach Turner was always nice and calm. And so I look at him, I said, send him. And Coach Turner turns and looks at me. He said, "You've lost your mind." And I said, "Send him."
I don't think he said you lost your mind. There was a couple other things.
I don't want to be kicked
off.
Keep it clean.
Yeah.
So we're sitting here and we go. This is about 3 or 4 pitches in, and if I remember right, Ron Germer's standing right at the fence beside us.
Yep.
And so finally, Coach Turner says, "You better not be wrong." And he turns around. He sends Drew. Drew goes in. Sweetwater catcher jumps up, throws it like Johnny Bench to second base. Drew slides in. I'm talking about his foot touches the bag. Boom, tag him. He's safe. Coach Turner turned around and he said, What are you doing? I said, I didn't tell you how close he was going to be. I said he would get there. So, but when we started talking about this game, and during the summer about what game we wanted to try to get over here to, this was the game, and immediately I thought of the time we about got Drew German thrown out at Sweetwater. So,
and then we find out Caleb Norwood actually played for Ron German.
Yes.
So it's just getting even better. We thought about pitting you two against each other, but it doesn't work now because we got like a coach to player.
They already have. Caleb left.
That's true.
He was one of my linebackers.
Oh, yeah.
One of my linebackers.
Yeah, so listen, it's always – we'll start with you, Ron, since we're here. Just the facilities out here, when Shelton and I pulled up, that's one of the comments that we made. Not only do you have the view of the mountains, but also just how good of a job, you guys have done just with the fields and stuff like that.
Coach Davis does an excellent job with making sure that the field has the right chemicals on it to weed it and things like that. And it's a year-round project, and he does a good job. He doesn't like anybody except for just a couple of people to mow it. If he has to be out of town or something, there's only a select few that get to get on that mower. But he does a good job in maintaining the field.
It's one of the things that a lot of coaches don't get credit for is they're the ones out here before the games. They're after, they're during the week. They're out mowing, taking care of the grass. People think they just show up and coach. That's not that. There's more to that. So, but, yeah, great facility out here. And
Coach, when we pull in, it's so welcoming here, just the way this thing was laid out. I think you've got the best gym in the area. I don't think anybody has a better gym than whoever designed that one. I wish would have been to Bradley County and done one.
It was well thought out when it was built.
And just the lobby area, it doesn't – when you think about the old Polk County gym and then you walk into this one, it's like, oh, wow. Yeah. But your baseball field, I mean, you guys have got a lot of things going. Your baseball teams really has played well. Coach Tucker's doing a great job with them. Your basketball teams are both playing well. The athletic department itself is just really has continued to grow since you guys have moved here.
Yep. We got to have dedicated people, and that's what we have is when I was the principal, I told myself when we were making gains and test scores and we were doing good in athletics and everything, and everybody'd say, what's your secret? And I would say, my secret is I'm surrounded by good people. And that's what we have. We have coaches that are good people, that are dedicated, that care about the kids, and I want them to be successful. Now, yeah, we want to win the games.
Absolutely.
Okay, we want to do that, but we want them to be successful later on too, and that's what athletics is all about, in my opinion.
All right, so the school in Bradley County that's a middle school that is other than Bradley Jr., what do you call it?
I always call it Truett.
There it is. Just wanted to make sure we got that out there.
That's what it was when I left and went to Walker Valley. It was Truett.
Yeah, legendary baseball coach at Truett, too. So, all right, Caleb Norwood, let's get to you. Sweetwater High School. I feel somewhat connected to Sweetwater High School, being a Kyle, and there's like 1,000 Kyles up there. I think that's where we're all from. My great-grandfather, I'd heard owned the Lossee at one point in time, and I'm like, where's the check for that? Don't find it. But
I'm sure if it was your family, they were lost.
I know. They created the bar up there, I'm sure. So, but listen, your baseball team, I've seen that year over year with my kid playing at Cleveland. Just a great program up there, great facilities where you're at too, and you're in a beautiful city.
Yeah, it is. Sweetwater's a great town and full of great people, and you commented about the baseball team, and it really starts with our coach. Coach Travis Watson does an unbelievable job, and I think everybody that knows baseball in this area knows that name.
Yep.
And he's carried success everywhere he's went from state to state, and now we're blessed to have him.
Yeah. What's one of the things and I'll ask you both this, what's one of the things that Dream World in high school athletic director in this day and time, what's one of the things you wish you could have or do?
I'll let you go first.
I wish that there was a way that we could have the funds to continue to have a quality program without having to just nickel and dime everybody to death.
Yeah.
That's just one of the things that happens. And in a small system, that really is what happens.
Yeah.
I mean, we have to support ourselves. Each sport supports itself, and that would be the thing that I would really like to have, is to be able, not unlimited resources, but resources that we could go and we could get things done and get improvements made.
Yeah, and I'll piggyback off that. There's always a lot of discussion about how do you get funds to do different things. You're always needing something with facilities, and people think, well, athletics has got to come last. Academics is most important. But what a lot of people don't understand is athletics is the thing that saves some kids. That's what sets the morale to your school. I've always said your football team's the biggest group of kids in the school. If you can get those guys to buy in and do things right in the classroom, then you're going to have a really good morale throughout the whole school.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
When talking about just Sweetwater itself, I own Valley Insurance up there, and
great plug there.
One of the things that thank you. I've been doing this for a while. So one of the things downtown, man, they have. I mean, that has got to be just a feather in Sweetwater High School's hat. Just the way they have just redone that, the marketplaces they have down there, the restaurants. It's got to be a much different place than it was 10 years ago.
It's great, and the people in the city really deserve a lot of credit. We've got a new mayor, Angie Kyle, and Dolo before her, and city commissioners, everybody that's done a really good job funding downtown and redoing Main Street. It really is like a postcard town.
It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was sitting here trying to think. I was like, with Sweetwater being in Monroe County, it's kind of almost somewhat similar to Bradley County, where you have multiple high schools.
Yeah.
How does that kind of affect the sports programs in general when you have? Yeah, I guess you have three there, right?
Yeah,
with Tellico, I call it Madisonville, but Sequoia and Sweetwater.
Yeah, I mean, of course, anytime you've got split high schools, like we've already talked about funding, how do you fund yourself? Because when there's three of you and all those sports programs in three different high schools, there's no way that money can be allocated for that. So we really rely on the community, and our community is second to none.
Yeah.
They pour money into that place like crazy, and that's why we've been able to do the improvements. If you ever have a chance to stop by there, our baseball field is the best.
Oh, yeah.
You'll see it this
Played there last year.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
It's great.
Coach German, Derek Davis, quickly. Derek Davis won his 140th game as a Polk County head coach. When you look back, and you know the history of this school better than probably anybody. When you look back, what's been Derek Davis's, I guess, impact or maybe legacy for this football program?
Trying to stress to the kids that you've got to work hard to achieve anything. I think that's what I think Caleb can do that, because Derek was his coach. but you've got to work hard. Nothing comes easy, and we'll have T-shirts made, talks about hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard, things of that nature. And that's his thing. He is a work hard mechanic, so to speak, in what he does, and it pays off. We struggle in a small school. You have great years and years where you're constantly in there, and then you have years where you struggle, and so you don't get anywhere unless you're willing to work hard. And I think that's his forte, I guess.
Caleb, you played here. I played at Charleston. We understand the small school stresses, and I'll say that by it. For these kids tonight, a lot of these kids on both sides of the ball are going to play both ways, and that's a tough call throughout the whole season.
Right, and that's something you have to do at this level if you want to have success. You guys see Bradley and Walker Valley a lot, and they're able to two-platoon, and they got their linemen going one way, and that's a really big benefit for them to be able to do that. But both of these coaching staffs have to really take time and figure out what they want to do in rotation-wise, so when the fourth quarter and it's getting late and the game's close, they've got kids fresh.
And then when injuries get on top of that, then you've got to do that much more in terms of trying to make sure that you've got the right kids in the right places and things like that.
Boy, if we had a lot more time, I would definitely talk about transfers there and stuff like that to guys get your information.
No, we're not going to
I'm doing that at 21
I'll
after the hour.
Guys, listen, I appreciate both of you stopping by, first of all. Second of all, Coach German, thank you for allowing us to do this.
Oh, you're more than welcome anytime. You know that.
There's a lot of schools that will give you the old no real fast. But, our deal is, you know who runs this thing, so there's no paychecks. So,
I know.
But the big thing for us is trying to expose these kids to more and more. And, we have people watching last week from California to Florida and aunts and uncles and grandparents. And so we hope tonight some of these maybe relatives that never been able to see somebody play for both sides of the ball will be able to tune in and be able to catch that.
That'll be nice. And we're more than happy to have you guys here. You know that, especially when you don't bring Steve. So that makes things a lot better, too.
I've heard I'm a good fill-in for that, so we'll see.
But, we enjoy the opportunity to get a little press, so to speak, because we have no radio station, we have no TV stations, we rely on Cleveland and everything's going on, so we appreciate you guys coming.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it is great. Well, thank you guys once again. This is the From the 40 pregame show, and it's always protected by Cleveland Insurance. When we come back, we've got Miss Green from FCA that we'll talk to, and much, much more right after this.
You forgot John Dixon.
Shopping for insurance starts out simple enough. Once you begin, though, you quickly see there are a lot of options. Lots and lots of options. Then there are those distractions. You begin to question whether it's even worth your time. Did we mention those distractions? But what if there was one place that took all the stress out by doing the shopping for you? Too good to be true? Well, it's not. And we are waiting to help you just like we have been for over the past 90 years. We shop to save you time and money so you can get back to those important things in life. Cleveland Insurance. Live life protected.
Download the all-new Mix 104.1 app online at mymix1041.com.
You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
The UPS Store is your back-to-school shipping store. We're the desktop delivered store, the Send Cozy to Campus store, and the Ship Your Dorm decoration store. This year, the sky's the limit. When you ship UPS Air at the UPS Store, your items arrive on time or your money back. Guaranteed at no extra cost, exclusively at the UPS Store U.S. retail locations. Because when it arrives matters just as much as what's inside. Visit the upsstore.com/packing to get a 20% off packing coupon today.
Visit your local UPS store at the corner of Keith and Stewart Road next to Five Guys.
You're watching MixTV.tv, the rivalry games driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Visit cleveland-nissan.com. Nissan, innovation that excites.
Welcome back to From the 40 pregame show, protected by Cleveland Insurance, live from Polk County High School on MixTV.tv. I'm Jamie Kyle. Stephen Shelton sitting down at the end with Cleveland Insurance. We got a couple of special guests here. We've got Stephanie Green and John Dixon with FCA, and I got to throw it to Shelton because I hear there's a cool story we're about to hear.
So John Dixon and I have we go back. I don't know if he realizes how far we go back, but it's to the early 90s, and so we have a mutual friend, Ron Spangler, and so one time I see Coach Spangler at a restaurant, and I go over and say, "Hey, Coach Spangler was my pitching coach at Charleston," and Coach Spangler said, "Come here." He said, "Let me tell you what John Dixon did." And I don't know who told him this. And listen, it's probably untrue at this point because when you get these people involved, it's probably going to be a little blurry by the time it gets out to the public. So he said, Dixon ran a 5K. And I said, no, I didn't know. He said, yeah. He said he had T-shirts made. I said, really? He said, you know what the back of this T-shirt said? And I said, no, I have no idea. He said, he said when you got behind him, he said, if you can read this, you're in last. So I will never forget that story for the rest of my life. And Ron Spangler was a dear friend, Coach.
Oh, and I remember what you did when the Braves brought those, took their pictures with the trophy up there. Ron and I had just walked, and it was he was really sick then.
Yeah.
He said the line's going to be too big. I can't wait, and you came and got him and put him to the front of the line, and
Coach, there's never
back at you, buddy.
Hey, Coach, there's never been a rule I cared to break, so that's or didn't care to break.
I know that.
That's a great one, buddy.
So yeah,
Thank
I'm gonna
you.
step off.
Yeah, do that for sure. So Stephanie Green, I know my son's a part of is an FCA leader at Cleveland High School, Ephraim Kyle, and I just know how important it is to him. I know how important the FCA is to young students, young high school students in general. So talk about what you've got. You cover the Cleveland area and also up here in Polk County.
Yes, I cover Bradley and Polk County, so I am the area rep for the 4 high schools and 4 middle schools in Bradley and Polk County.
Very good. So got a couple of big events coming up. I know one that I've heard of for a long time. Talk about it.
Yes, we have Fields of Faith coming up, and that is going to be, well, actually, this coming Wednesday is the one we hold in McMinn County, and it is for McMinn and Meigs. And then the second one we have is for Bradley Polk, and we have it at Cleveland Arena. So it's a week from Wednesday, and it is just an awesome opportunity. We have so many youth groups, churches, schools that come out just as one. It doesn't matter what church, what team you pull for. Everybody's there for the same reason, and that is just to worship Jesus. So
absolutely, and if you've ever been to one, it's fantastic. And if you haven't, you need to go. And so you're giving out Bibles tonight, correct?
Yes, we are giving out our Athletes Bible, and we give these at FCA camp. So a lot of kids who have gone to FCA camp, they're going to have these, but some people, are not going to have them. So we have a table set up over by the gate where you pay and get in, and we have free Bibles for anybody who doesn't have one.
Very good. And you brought your FCA leader here at Polk County High School today, and that's Abby Morehouse. Abby, how's it going?
Oh, it's going really good.
Good. So tell me what it's like being an FCA leader. I know, for one, thank you, because it takes a special somebody to step up and lead something like this and really talk. I mean, you're basically showing your faith by being a leader, and that's a big step.
Yeah, so it's honestly such a blessing just being able to step out in that way and just be a leader for those around me. And I feel like just for so many events that we do, just being able to show my story and just not be ashamed about it, and just really just being able to see the humanness of everyone and just being able to be real with them about my story and just getting to lead others to Jesus through that.
Absolutely. And I will tell the public out here, you see a lot of bad stuff about youth and adults, and that's a very small percentage. We've got a lot of really good kids in our area and around the country, for all that matters, or whatever.
Absolutely.
So you see that with Abby and other leaders with FCA. So really super pumped to have you guys here. Any final words?
I just want to point out real quick, you've got 3 generations here.
Oh,
so
cool.
Coach Dixon is the one who got me involved in FCA back in the, a long time ago, 80s and 90s. It was the early 90s. And then now that I'm working for FCA, I'm working with the youth here. So it's just, FCA, our goal is really discipleship, disciples making disciples. And you can find a long line of people who have been influenced by FCA, by coaches, by people who have been sold out to Jesus.
Yeah.
And all over, doctors, teachers, all around this community, many who would say, hey, my life was influenced by FCA.
And you see it by the generations. Go ahead.
And the reason I'm still involved is because of influence like Stephanie here, who has had tremendous influence all around with her voice and her testimony. And I know we started FCA here in the late 70s. And we've had tremendous results. I was thinking on the way over here, we had Reggie White here. I went up Knoxville, it's called. He said, yeah, I'll come speak to a packed house.
Yeah.
Heath Schuler was here to speak to our FCA group. And we've had others through the years, and that's turned out to be unbelievable. We've probably got 6 or 8 or 10 ministers that I personally have seen, and the purpose, one of the purposes of FCA is pass it on, be that influence.
Well, I could tell you, my brother Jonathan Kyle, he is so he's my brother, and he was big in FCA at Charleston High School and did a good job there. So he's a pastor now, lead pastor at Easton Ollie Baptist in McMinn
I was
County.
up there just last week.
Yeah, you could tell I always have to say this publicly, I have more hair than he does. And I'm 5 years older, so.
Oh, what a great,
impressive.
Well, I'm honored. Yeah. John,
we love Jonathan.
Yeah,
I remember when he was part of FCA back in high school.
Yes.
Yeah. So he really enjoyed it. I think, and I won't speak for him, but I think that was FCA made an impact, and the reason he's doing what he is today started back then with FCA too.
Yes,
so
that's wonderful. Praise the Lord.
Well, Abby, Stephanie, Mr. Dixon, thank you guys for coming. And any questions they have about FCA here in this area, they can reach out to.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You can reach out to by email. It would be sgreen@fca.org, or you can go to our website, which is ocoefca.com.
.org. You look like me giving my email address. I'm like, I'm going to make sure. All right. Well, thank you guys. All right. We're going to take a break. When we come back, it's time to break down Polk County and Sweetwater. Also, we got a bunch of other games we got to talk about. I'm going to get Shelton's thoughts on that. We'll do it right after this.
Shopping for insurance starts out simple enough. Once you begin, though, you quickly see there are a lot of options. Lots and lots of options. Then there are those distractions. You begin to question whether it's even worth your time. Did we mention those distractions? But what if there was one place that took all the stress out by doing the shopping for you? Too good to be true? Well, it's not. And we are waiting to help you just like we have been for over the past 90 years. We shop to save you time and money so you can get back to those important things in life. Cleveland Insurance. Live life protected.
Mix 1041 and Honda of Cleveland are teaming up to give one deserving teacher in our local area the chance to win a 2025 Honda Civic LX. Nominate your favorite teacher at mymix1041.com or on the Mix 1041 app.
Every job has a schedule, and we're built to keep up. At Wholesale Supply, we power the pros who build, wire, plumb, heat, and light the Southeast. With the top brands in stock, expert support, and 30-plus locations, we keep your job moving and your customers happy. Family-owned, service-driven, built for builders, contractors, and our communities. Wholesale Supply. Built to supply, trusted to deliver.
Sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. Wake up, sleepyhead, get up and play. Everything's yellow, it's a beautiful sight. Sunbeam showers makes everything right. Come on now, let's get away.
Make every day brighter with the sunny southern goodness of Mayfield Dairy.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Paul Feinbaum Show, The Drive, and more of your favorite shows. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM. You're watching MixTV.tv, the rivalry games, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland, home of the lifetime warranty. I-75 exit 20 and cleveland-nissan.com.
Welcome back to From the 40 pregame show, protected by Cleveland Insurance, live from Polk County High School on MixTV.tv. I'm Jamie Kyle. That's Stephen Shelton down at the other end. I feel like you're so far away.
And I'm thankful.
Me as well. We've had a great pregame show so far. A couple have brought both the athletic directors in, and then Stephanie and John and Stephanie Green, John Dixon from FCA. So fantastic show so far. Now it's time to get down to the meat, and that's really what we're here for today. And it's games of interest. We've got several of them, Shelton, and we're going to start out with Chattanooga Central at Walker Valley.
Walker Valley, last week 672 yards of total offense. They defeat McMinn County 54-42. Chase Stevens goes berserk as a video game. It looked like they had a controller on him the whole night. Again, Chattanooga Central comes in 0-3. They're trying to find an identity. They're trying to that program years ago was you went down to Chattanooga Central, you're in for a dog fight.
That old bug, beetle, whatever.
You're in for a dog fight down there. I remember Levante Barber went down there one time and came back with no jersey.
Yeah.
I mean, they had ripped that thing off of him. So, but this week, Roman Yulo is having a fantastic season. He 8 catches for 232 last week. Sawyer Boyd, 6 catches, 153, 2 touchdowns. And then Luke Hayden, 5 catches, 42 yards, 3 touchdowns. This I'm telling you, this wide receiver trio could be the best in the area. They are so athletic. Of course, Yulo, the region offensive player of the year last year, is trying to duplicate that this year. Now he's got a little competition with McMinn County because Peanut Dyer is making his way up the charts very quickly for that young man. But it's for this game for Walker Valley, it's get better at the things you're not very good at.
Yeah.
You're going to beat this team. You're going to score a lot of points most likely, but get better at the things you're not good at. So, tighten up that secondary a little bit. Make sure that you're filling those gaps in where you missed some assignments last week. So that's what Walker Valley needs to work on this week. It's not about wins and losses. The win's going to come, or it'll be the shell-shock game of the whole state. But for Walker Valley tonight, it's get better where you need to be.
Let's get off get on the I-75 from Charleston and head on up to Lenoir City, where McMinn County travels up. McMinn 2-1, Lenoir City 1-2.
Well, I started this. You made fun of me, but will the real McMinn County please stand up? I mean, that's where we are. We saw a McMinn County team that in the second quarter played incredible against Bradley. Stuffed the run. They put 42 people. I think every player they had was in the box at one point and forced Bradley into situations they didn't want to be in. That's throwing the football. And so now Bradley's worked on that a little bit last week and was able to throw the football with a little more success. But against Walker Valley, they kept it on the ground, I think, except for 6 plays. For McMinn County, it's about Peanut Dyer, getting him started much earlier. 24 yards in the first half, last week. Ended up with 165 yards for the game, 3 touchdowns. All that came in the second half. Again, that big offensive line, the Goforth kid that's going to West Virginia, they cannot allow defensive lines to push them around the way they were last week at Walker Valley. And then Nathan Kessler. Luke Lawson's doing a great job of throwing the football, but the one thing that he's got to do is look for Nathan Kessler. This kid's going to Maryville, is committed to Maryville. You don't never know where they're going anymore, but he's committed to Maryville. This kid, you've got to get him the football. He's so explosive. And also look for the Goodner kid. I mean, Blake's son from Bradley, up at McMinn County, you've got to look for him as well because he is very, very quick. So they've got a lot of tools. They just have to get this thing tuned in and forget about last week.
After a slow start, Bradley High School gets 2 wins in a row. They head up to Farragut, who's weirdly enough 0-3. I don't remember ever a Farragut team being 0-3.
No, I don't either. Bradley last week, they played a struggling Hardin Valley team. They held them to 128 yards of total offense. Kenyon Phelps, 14 carries, 82 yards. Didn't get a lot of work because they didn't need it, but look for him tonight to get a lot of work. This Farragut team, they may be 0-3, but as you know, in Knoxville, in that area, 0-3 doesn't mean a whole lot. So they may be a team that finishes 7-3, depending on who they've played up to this point. Braden Carroll, he's run some Wildcat for Coach Floyd. He had two catches for 71 yards. He threw a touchdown to Big Westfield during this game. In that Wildcat, they are so tough to try to defend because you don't know now, is he going to throw a little lob pass to the corner? Is he going to take it himself? Is he going to hand it out to Phelps? Are they going to throw a little option in there? They're so very dangerous when they run that Wildcat because it's not as like in Walker Valley's case when they run Yulo with the Wildcat, it's not the same thing. Yulo's going to take the ball and he's going to run it almost every single time, almost up the middle. I'm telling you, Braden Carroll makes that Bradley offense very, very dangerous when they're in that Wildcat.
Cleveland High School, I think I remember when we had the Rotary Coaches panel, the head coach saying that they had 5 kids with a driver's license. Very young team, 0-3, and not good to be 0-3 and struggling when you got Maryville coming to town.
No, it's some people call it a measuring stick. I would not. I think the measuring stick for this Cleveland football team, I was talking to Jay Garcia earlier today, and I said, let me tell you let me judge Cleveland High School by their last 4 games. That's where we need to look at. They're still trying to find an identity. I mean, that was chaos. This Cleveland football team first needs to find some good footing. They need to find a foundation. They need to start building off that foundation because what has been happening isn't working.
Right.
And so I think they have a great coach in Coach Brown. I think they've found the right guy that's not using this program as a stepping stone but actually wants to be there. And so I think that was what Cleveland now has. Now this Maryville team, Cleveland gave up 500 yards last week to Tullahoma. Unfortunately, Brashawn Beard had 14 carries for 73 yards. The offensive line is still a work in progress. This kid, you put this kid behind Bradley's offensive line or behind McMinn County's offensive line, this kid's running for 150 yards a game because he's that talented. So numbers sometimes lie when you're a running back because sometimes it's dependent on those guys in front of you. All the time. It's usually dependent on the guys in front of you. Now, Maryville, 17-time state champion. What can we say? It's Maryville. It's Alcoa every year. 56-0. They beat Beard last week. I mean, that's just their quarterback, Will Jones, is something to watch. Babley, the wide receiver, and then their defense with Andrew White and Bo Wise, they're fantastic. And so this is a measuring stick. If I'm Coach Brown, I'm going to say tonight you're going to see the program we're trying to get to be. The program we were. And let's not talk about 93, 94, 95. Let's forget about that. We're trying to get where these guys are now and today.
Got nothing to lose tonight.
It's hashtag eyes forward or whatever they keep saying now. That's fine. Your eyes need to be sideways tonight. You guys need to be look over to the other side of the field and say we're going to get there somehow and start working to be there.
Yeah. All right, our MixTV.TV rivalry game of the week. That's driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. It's Sweetwater at Polk County. But first, I hear about this thing all the time. I actually get to call it now, so it's really nice. But the Fruit Loops favorite, and it's going to be Sweetwater or Polk County. Fruit Loops?
No, this is Fruit Loops. This is tough when they've been nice to you. They fed you, buddy.
Yes, they have. I'm picking Polk County tonight, for sure.
Fruit Loops has been bought.
Yes.
He has been bought.
He's been here since 9 this morning.
He has been bought by the Wildcat Cafe. I can tell you what's happened already. Hey, Fruit Loops this weekend, or tomorrow actually, Fruit Loops, almost 50 people come to his house, watch Tennessee-Georgia game. The gender reveal for Fruit Loops and his wife, expecting that child come March. He tells me they have children around sports season, so they've decided March on this one. So exciting day for Fruit Loops.
Yeah, Heartline kept trying to get him to break it on air today. Didn't happen. So, all right, let's jump into this game. Talked to Coach Davis this week. He said we're looking forward to a great night of football. Sweetwater's a longtime opponent who we respect very much, and Coach Bunch does a great job. And we'll have them ready to play. On the flip side of that, Coach Bunch, he gave me a whole dang paragraph and said we anticipate a hard-fought rivalry game versus Polk County Wildcats this Friday. In my coaching experience, he says, Coach Derek Davis always has his teams well prepared for opponents, and they always play a tough physical brand of football. We've talked about that. He said we expect this to be a competitive matchup for 4 quarters and aim to avenge last week's loss in our quest to get back in the win column before region play starts. Shelton, we got a pretty good matchup tonight. We've talked about that. We've talked about the brands of football they both play. What are the keys for tonight's game?
Well, it's actually the River Counties Association keys of the game. Hey, Do you imagine a career
Plan
with,
for that.
Oh, yeah. Hey, all I'm saying is this. Do you imagine a career with flexibility and limitless income? I should say that. It's possible by becoming a realtor. River County's Association of Realtors, located right here in Cleveland, or right there in Cleveland, I should say, is ready to help you unlock your potential. They're your go-to resource for guiding you to obtain your Tennessee real estate license. They're more than just realtors. They're a vital part of your community, partnering with local charities and working tirelessly to make a difference.
Should do my reads at NASCAR.
Join the River County Realties today, where your career can thrive and the community can too. Visit rivercountyrealties.com or 423-476-5912. I can read those things if you keep the small words. Small words.
Yeah.
So, hey, keys to the game tonight for Polk County is Stop Ty Fitch.
Yeah.
And listen, that name, you're going to get tired. You'll be saying that name in your sleep tonight.
Right.
And so, listen, last year this game was 7-6. 7-6, and so I just think that this game can go one of two ways. It's a 10-7 game, like last year, a tight. We're going to run the ball, or it's a time where it could be a blowout because if Polk County cannot control this Sweetwater running game, it could be a long night for the Wildcats.
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and start with picks. I'm going to go with Sweetwater tonight. I think just with who they played with, Tellico being a good team, they blew out earlier this year. They blew out Sequoia. Polk County coming off a win against Sequoia this past week. I just don't know that Polk County is there yet. 4 years from now, 3 years from now, when you get the full Derek Davis program going, I think they'll be there. I just don't know that they're there yet.
I agree. I think that when you talk about this Sweetwater team, I think they've shown, they can score a lot. And the one thing that Polk County hasn't been able to do this year is score a lot.
Yeah.
So I think that if I'm looking at this game from, a wide-angle lens, you've got to say the Wildcats of Sweetwater would probably be the odds-on favorite to win this football game. But there's one thing that you've got to keep in mind when you start picking games like this is where they're playing. And if they're playing here against, one of the nicest places you can actually play a football game in Tennessee. So I would say Sweetwater with the advantage, but again, Sweetwater's got their kind of their work cut out for them as well. Last week, Polk County put up 256 yards of rushing, and they really, really did a great job. And now they were against Sequoia. Sequoia struggles. They've struggled for years now, but again, 256 yards on the ground. When you're running and you still can't stop them, they've done something right.
Absolutely. All right, this has been a great show. Been kind of fun to run this thing. This is the first time doing this, so it's been a lot of fun. We got to go call a game, Shelton. We got to climb the bleachers and head up to the press box. For Stephen Shelton, I'm Jamie Kyle. Thanks for listening to From the 40 pregame show. Presented.
I'm Clark Campbell. I've lived here in Cleveland, Tennessee for 24 years, and I'm so proud that I get to shop for my business to get my truck right here in my town. I left my gas truck a couple years ago when I realized that this mid-sized truck with a diesel engine could pull my trailer with so much more efficiency, and they helped me find it. There are a lot of options when it comes to dealerships. This is going to be the first place I go to every single time.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop, where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
Owning a home should be one of life's greatest pleasures, but without a solid foundation, it can become a major source of stress. Luckily, you're not alone. Our experts can identify the true cause of foundation issues and guide you through every step of the way to fixing them, from pinpointing the problem to perfecting the solution. We form custom solutions to meet the needs of your foundation and your wallet, including flexible payment options. With our team by your side, consider your home and your peace of mind secure.
Duracell in Cleveland is now hiring mechanical skilled technicians from $22.17 to $27 per hour. Excellent benefits beginning day one: medical, dental, and vision insurance, paid vacation, holiday pay, 401k tuition reimbursement, and more. Apply at Duracell.com.
So what did you name her?
Sophia. Okay, Sophia, this might hurt a little bit, but we'll do it together. All right. Good job, Sophia.
Sophia, I'm here if you need me.
Make sure you hold the baby's head when you give the baby to the mother.
What did you name him?
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Welcome to the MixTV.TV Rivalry Game of the Week, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. I'm Jamie Kyle. He's Stephen Shelton. Man, I'm telling you, Shelton, not a picturesque view that I ever get to see being up here in Polk County at a Polk County Sweetwater football game today. Should be very interesting tonight.
Yeah, it should be. 2 teams that like to run the football, no doubt about it. Polk County's always been a ground and pound top football team under the lead of Derek Davis. Sweetwater loves to pound the football. You know, Tyler Fitch, we're going to hear his name a lot tonight, and he likes to run it up the middle. I mean, they like to drive that middle gap there, and it's going to be a tough task for Polk County. They've got to be able to stop the run, much like Tellico last week for Sweetwater. Yep. You got to force Sweetwater into throwing situations, and that is what this defense for Polk County has to do tonight.
This is usually a very low-scoring game. Last year, 7-6, Sweetwater come out on top. The Derek Davis brand of football is very much hit you in the mouth, Stephen Shelton.
I mean, yeah, you as Derek would say, you hit them in the mouth and see what they've got. And so they're going to do that tonight. They're going to come out and they're going to line up in that I formation, and they're going to try to run it down your throat. And hopefully, you know, for Polk County tonight, they can bust some plays. Polk County's going to have some big plays tonight. They're not going to be able, I don't think, going to be able to just meticulously walk the ball down the field all night. So they're going to need some big plays from their playmakers. They're going to have to throw the ball a little bit because I know Sweetwater's going to stack the box.
Polk County coming off a big win over Sequoia last week. Momentum's important in high school football. It's really important for Polk County to keep that momentum going tonight to help them the rest of the season.
Absolutely, and Polk County's looking to come even on the season, 2-2 with a win tonight, a big win tonight. This could be a change to this Polk County program if they're able to pull one off at home tonight. And the good thing about it, like you said, there's not a more beautiful place to play football in the state of Tennessee.
Absolutely. This is great. Actually, you know, I think it was you called me and said, hey, let's do this. Anytime your insurance agent calls you, you answer the phone. You don't know what's going to be on the other end of it. But he asked if I could come up here and do this. No better place I'd rather be than Polk County High School. Shelton, we need to get to the Impact Players of the Week, and that's brought to you by Honda of Cleveland. Who do you got this week?
I really think it's Fitch for Sweetwater. I think you've got to stop him. If you don't stop Fitch tonight for Polk County, it's a long night. This game could go 14-7, 14-10, or I could see this being a blowout if they're unable to contain that young man.
Absolutely. All right, we're excited about it. You can tell. Look on Shelton's face. He's really excited about it. We can't wait to get to it. Kickoff is right after this.
The new fiber network is going to place Cleveland, Tennessee at the forefront of technology. Cleveland is ready for this, and it's going to be a great future. My message to Cleveland, Tennessee is call Cleveland Utility Authority right now to get signed up for the new fiber broadband network that is coming to a neighborhood near you.
Every job has a schedule, and we're built to keep up. At Wholesale Supply, we power the pros who build, wire, plumb, heat, and light the Southeast. With the top brands in stock, expert support, and 30-plus locations, we keep your job moving and your customers happy. Family-owned, service-driven, built for builders, contractors, and our communities. Wholesale Supply, Built to supply, trusted to deliver.
So what did you name her?
Sophia. Okay, Sophia, this might hurt a little bit, but we'll do it together. All right. Good job, Sophia.
Sophia, I'm here if you need me.
Make sure you hold the baby's head when you give the baby to the mother.
What did you name him?
Mix 1041 and Honda of Cleveland are teaming up to give one deserving teacher in our local area the chance to win a 2025 Honda Civic LX. Nominate your favorite teacher at mymix1041.com or on the Mix 1041 app.
Every job has a schedule, and we're built to keep up. At Wholesale Supply, we power the pros who build, wire, plumb, heat, and light the Southeast. With the top brands in stock, expert support, and 30-plus locations, we keep your job moving and your customers happy. Family-owned, service-driven, built for builders, contractors, and our communities. Wholesale Supply. Built to supply, trusted to deliver.
Sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. Wake up, sleepyhead, get up and play. Everything's yellow, it's a beautiful sight. Sunbeam showers makes everything right. Come on now, let's get away.
Make every day brighter with the sunny southern goodness of Mayfield Dairy.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Paul Feinbaum Show, The Drive, and more of your favorite shows. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM. This is the Cleveland Ford pregame show on MixTV.tv. Shop Cleveland Ford online at clevelandford.com. Cleveland Ford, honest people, honest deals.
Welcome back to the Cleveland Ford pregame show. Jamie Kyle, Stephen Shelton, getting close to game time here, Shelton. I can't get over setting up here in this press box and looking out. It's almost, I catch myself not looking at the football field, more looking at the mountains. Wish I was hanging out over there.
It's beautiful over there. There's no doubt this is one of the best, if not the best view in Tennessee of any high school football game. And I am, as you see, a wide-angle shot here of the mountains. And it's a beautiful, beautiful night for football. And we were worried about a little bit of the heat when they called us earlier today, but it's cooled down, and they have just done a great job. Again, we walked the field. If you're just now joining us, we walked the field there before the game, and they have this place so nice, and one of the only natural grass fields we're gonna get to see this year. And what a tremendous atmosphere tonight.
Cleveland and Bradley County's own Kirk Campbell doing some little refereeing tonight, Shelton.
Yeah, the same group we had last week. They did a great job last week. McMinn County and Walker Valley, same group tonight. You got Bryant Baines, former Walker Valley, Charleston. He's on this crew. Kirk Campbell's on this crew. We'll
spend a lot of time talking about them.
There's a lot of guys on this crew that we are. Mr. Davis down here is on the crew, and so Rod. So this is definitely a kind of a Cleveland type crew for sure.
Yeah, you can tell there's some old knees out there for some sports injuries as they were running out there to midfield. We've got the captains getting ready to meet. Sweetwater's getting ready to run in to our left side, and haven't seen Polk County yet. They're coming out, so they'll be out in just a second, and we'll get this thing going. I tell you what, you want to go ahead and take a break? And when we come back, we'll get this thing going with kickoff. This is the Cleveland Ford pregame show. We'll be back with the game right after this.
Right now you're wondering, what's next? Well, Lee University specializes in helping you find your next path. Your education, your calling, your faith. Wherever you feel led, we know you can make a difference. That's why your Lee family will be with you to guide the way. No matter what twists and turns lie ahead, you can expect something great from Lee University.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave.
the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
Owning a home should be one of life's greatest pleasures, but without a solid foundation, it can become a major source of stress. Luckily, you're not alone. Our experts can identify the true cause of foundation issues and guide you through every step of the way to fixing them, from pinpointing the problem to perfecting the solution. We form custom solutions to meet the needs of your foundation and your wallet, including flexible payment options. With our team by your side, consider your home and your peace of mind secure.
I'm C-Mark.
I'm John Mark.
Never text and drive.
And always wear your seatbelt.
If you've been involved in a wreck on the interstate,
Welcome back to Rivalry Game on MixTV.tv, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland, Tennessee. I'm Jamie Kyle. Next to me, in a very confined spot, is one Stephen Shelton. If you don't know, I'm about 6'1", Stephen 6'3", 6'4". Not a lot of room for us to roam in here.
I'm just going to say we're about as comfortable as we can't get.
As we've ever been, probably. So, great game out here tonight as Polk County has won the toss and they deferred to the second half. So, Sweetwater will get the ball first. What an atmosphere out here, Shelton, when Polk County ran through. It kind of shocked me because I really can't see, but I heard it, right? And just the fan engagement down here with Polk County, and again, just the environment here is great for football. It
is that, and I'm really looking forward to the start of this game. And Polk County, Sweetwater declined. Polk County declined. Sweetwater's going to get this ball first. Which really what I wanted to see. I want to see how this Polk County defense responds to the coming off the win last week, and then the Sweetwater offense, who really got put in a bad situation. They got up on Tellico early in the game, 14-0. Then Tellico made their way back, and then at the end of the game, they go back and forth, and then all of a sudden Sweetwater has the ball with a chance to win the game, but Tellico gets them behind the chains, makes them throw the football. They're in throwing situation and just could not do it. Can Polk County tonight duplicate the blueprint that Tellico drew up last week and keep Sweetwater in throwing situations?
I think it's safe to say this first series for Sweetwater is going to say a whole lot about Sweetwater and about Polk County if they can stop them and get the ball back. So the ball has been placed down, getting ready to kick off here at Polk County High School. There's the kick, short kick over towards the sideline. That may get out of bounds, Shelton. It does. Early on, you wouldn't expect a kick out of bounds to give Sweetwater good field position at the 35-yard.
No, and they were trying to keep it away from Ty Fitch. I get it. You don't want to kick the football to that young man. He is a bowling ball of a runner there, just hard to take down. And this is going to be kind of a two-man tandem here for Sweetwater High School. Jeremiah Paris is going to be a guy that wants to get outside, more of a scat back, and then you got Ty Fitch who wants to just run over you. So this Polk County team has to fill these gaps early and not let Sweetwater get big, large chunks of yardage.
Nolan Dacus will be leading the Sweetwater team up to the line in the huddle now. Had the, of course, penalty on kicking out of bounds. So we'll start at the 40 in high school.
It's a long ways. Look outside also, Isaiah Stiles, wide receiver for Sweetwater. He's their go-to.
Quick handoff outside. Oh, he slips.
That's Paris again. As I said, he wants to get outside. He wants to continue to try to push the ball outside as much as possible. But when they go with Fitch, you just be ready. He's coming right up the middle.
Gets about 3 yards on the play, 2nd and 7. Early on here in the first quarter, 11:38 to go.
Again, Tommy Bunch in his second year at Sweetwater lost last weekend 27-22 in a heartbreaker at Tellico.
Here. Oh, big stop here. Probably going to have a holding penalty here on Sweetwater.
I'm going to say they're going to decline that. It'll put them in big-time yardage there, big-time loss for Sweetwater.
Yeah, probably 3rd 14 right there. Yeah, definitely holding against Sweetwater there. That's a good sign for Polk County right there. Early on, you fake that handoff over to the side, as you mentioned. They're going to want to run outside, They faked it, tried to go out with a little play action. Polk County gets upfield and puts pressure on the quarterback.
Again, we talked about putting them in long yardage situations to make them throw the football. Now, if they can do that and Polk County can really start picking on this offensive line for Sweetwater, this really turns the tides and puts Polk County in a position they like to be in with the control of the football and control of the clock.
Sets them back to 3rd and 15 as they hurry up to the line. It looks like they always do. Handoff again this side. Met by a bunch of Polk County Wildcats over here. Going to put Sweetwater in punting position. I don't think that if you were the Polk County defensive coordinator, you could not be more happier right now, Shelton, with the outcome of that first series by Sweetwater.
Yeah, Colt Carroll, they tried to come around there, the edge. I think they were looking for Fitch. But, again, if Sweetwater's saying on 3rd and 15 that we're going to run the football, they're saying we can't throw the football.
Yeah.
That's an early indicator of where Sweetwater believes they're going to be most successful at tonight.
Sweetwater in punting formation. Looks like Landon Free back to receive the punt. Got it, blocked it. Picks it up, gets to the end zone for a touchdown. That's Gabe Adams, number 21, Gabe Adams.
Holy smokes.
Talk about early momentum, Shelton. This is what we talked about with momentum in this game, and how you started was going to be a big-time thing on maybe how it ends, and you couldn't ask for it to start a better start than what Polk County started out with right now.
No, if Derek Davis had a dream last night of how this game was going to start,
probably wasn't this.
This wasn't it. This wasn't it.
Probably wasn't it. I can tell you that, yep.
And Sweetwater are now having a hard time just blocking.
Yeah.
He just ran right past the up blocker there and just right in for an easy block. You could see it coming.
If there was any doubt from Sweetwater about how they were going to do in this game, any doubt, that probably hurt them pretty bad mentally. Kicks up and through. That makes it 7-0. Polk County early with 10:20 to go in the first quarter. We're going to take a break. When we come back, Sweetwater will receive the ball again. We'll do it. This is Rivalry Games on MixedTV.tv, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland.
You're watching MixedTV.tv, the Rivalry Games. First quarter coverage is presented by Cleveland Ford. Think Cleveland Ford first when shopping for your next vehicle. Go to clevelandford.com. Cleveland Ford, honest people, honest deals.
Welcome back to Rivalry Game on MixedTV.tv, driven by Mountain View Nissan. Jamie Kyle, Stephen Shelton. This is a tandem. I've always said when your insurance agent calls, you answer the phone call. He asked me if I could come up here to Polk County. No better place I would rather come, if for anything, just to look at the mountains across the field. But we got a football game that's broken
and the food apparently that everyone has gotten except for us with our staff tonight, with our team tonight. So
I'll tell you what, our staff got it.
Yeah, they were.
What we did.
Yeah, absolutely. They were destroying it as we had to watch on the pregame show.
Big time defense and special teams action for Polk County early. After the kick out of bounds, Sweetwater lets it drop. Comes back, looks for a hole, doesn't find one. After the kick out of bounds, Shelton, special teams for Polk County has really turned it up a notch.
Yeah, they were 3 and out. If you're just now joining us, 3 and out, then forced to punt with Sweetwater. Then Gabe Adams comes in, blocks the punt, picks it up at the 2-yard line, scores, gives Polk County the early 7-0 advantage.
That's Gabe Adams, senior running back, 5'11", 195. That'll be something, Shelton, that he remembers the rest of his life as a blocker.
I thought you meant Gabe Adams Sr. like there was a junior. I was like, okay, well, that's the news to us.
Maybe one day. Maybe one day.
I didn't know where you were going with that. That's good for you.
I was just reading the sheet. Bradley High School. Maybe it should slow down. I got a wife as an English teacher. Sweetwater runs up to the line really quick.
Yeah, that's Fitch. It's that kind of little, almost like a counter, but just right up the middle. That's what he's going to do all night long, and that's Sweetwater's offense right there in a nutshell.
Reminds me a little of the old wing tee Cleveland used to run. Not as shifty, but kind of the way they do it. Up to the line quick. And off again, up the middle this time. Finds a little bit of a hole. He's got a room to run. He's going, can he beat him? To the 10, 5, give him 6. That is an answer by Sweetwater High School. That is Ty Fitch. You mentioned his name tons of times in the pregame show. Shelton, he shows up in the game.
Yeah, 69-yard run already now, 2 carries, 75 yards for that young man. Big-time run, and then that's the Sweetwater offense I thought we were going to see is a lot of Ty Fitch.
Cy Prince in to attempt the extra point for Sweetwater to tie this game up. And it is true. Now we have a 7-7 game where we thought Polk County might have the momentum and be able to kind of do something in this game. Not happening. Let's look at the replay here. Gets it quick. That's the thing with the wing T that I was talking about with Cleveland High School. It's that quick pop that you got to be ready for as a line, as a defensive line. And if you're not ready and there's a quick hole, he can be gone.
Absolutely. And that's again, just outrun that secondary, which is not a good sign if you're Polk County early, is his ability to pull away from that secondary. But good seal block by his left tackle there to get that little hole, and he didn't need very much of a crease, and he was gone.
Where we thought Sweetwater would try to go outside, pops it up the middle to get the TD.
Absolutely.
Big time answer by Sweetwater Shelton. That is one of the things that was probably pretty important with this drive, is if they would have went 3 and out again, there's no telling how the momentum would have changed in this game or kept on the side of Polk County, and Sweetwater's been able to flip that now. That's such a good statement. You didn't even know what to say. It's really good, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was
I like the glasses look on top of the head.
Well, when you get old, you can't see.
Well, I can't see anyway. I've just got this TV's here, which is nice. So, Austin Chadwick and his crew doing a great job back in the trailer behind the bleachers.
If they're still awake from eating all that food.
This is true. Prince to kick off for Sweetwater.
Good kick.
Through the end zone. Going to come out at the 20-yard line. 20-25. It's been a long time. 25? 25-yard line. It'll come out where Polk County will take over on offense. This will be our first look, Shelton, of Cecil Burns, the quarterback. He's a senior, 6 foot, 200 pounds for Polk County.
Yeah, the problem with when you ask the 20 or 25, Kirk Campbell got the football, and he looked as confused as you were.
Probably was. But between him and Baines, they get together. There's probably not a lot mentally going on there. Look over to the other side, and somebody does like you do and give me kind of the finger thing. So,
okay. It's a little end around there, Jamie. That was
glad you could see that.
Yeah. Excuse me. Little end around to Matthew Maxwell, the senior wide receiver. Not a lot there, but Polk County's going to keep the ball on the ground.
Absolutely. They almost have to. I haven't seen much throwing from them and looking back at their stuff, but for sure Cecil Burns, the opportunity. He's a weapon as well, so he's under center now. Got a penalty flag early. Looks like stopping a play.
Oh, no. We can make offsides on Sweetwater. So 5 yards.
That's the fastest Kirk Campbell's ever ran. 5 yards there.
I don't know. I went to the dairy barn with him one time. He was pretty quick through the parking lot.
Play is run in by Matthew Maxwell.
So again, won't be a first down, but it's 2nd and 2 where Polk County loves to live those short yardage situations.
Handoff up the middle again, reminiscent of what we just saw, and that goes to Adams. Gets enough for the first down. Put him up to almost the 37-yard line there. Yep. Adams is a pretty good-looking specimen.
Yeah, big kid. His first carry of the night for 14 yards.
That's after a block punt for 20. It's a good day so far. Lines up directly behind the quarterback. Looks like they found something up the middle there as he runs for a pretty hard little 2 or 3 yards there.
The big thing about that is he's 1 block away. If you look at that replay, he's 1 block away there, and he's going to break that one as well.
Yeah. Both offenses kind of exploiting the middle of the defensive lines.
That was actually Jackson Cox on the 4-yard carry.
It's my first mistake of the night. Won't be the last.
Jackson's first carry of the night, so 4 yards for him.
What do I have with Shelton? With Heartline, I've got like 27, right?
That's what
I thought. End around, still trying to get the middle. Does get a little bit of a hole there, and then gets tackled.
That's Maxwell again. Good carry by him.
It's almost like you got the bruiser and the speedster,
Yeah.
right?
So Maxwell's second carry, he's got 8 yards on 2 carries for the Wildcats, and he cut that one instead of trying to go all the way around that time. He kind of cut it right there in the middle, saw a little crease, and took advantage of it. It puts them again in good situation, 3rd and 1.
Damian Harden into the game, brings the play in. He lines up to the left or to my right. 21, Adams gets the ball again. Oh,
Boom.
Runs over a guy,
Boom.
Takes on 2 more. I'm going to tell you this. If I'm playing defense against this guy, by about the 3rd quarter, I probably just olay on that and kind of let him go. He's got to wear this big defensive line out.
He has 2 carries for 28 yards.
You know, and you think about it, they're running up the middle on Aiden Stefan, number 70. Look how big Aiden is. Clogs up that middle, and they're still able to run there. The center's doing a great job for Polk County and getting that taken care of.
That's going to be Cox again on that run. Nice little scat back there, kind of, looking for that little crease and boom.
Yeah, kind of giving – you almost give 21 a break when you can run for 3 or 4 yards with another back, and then you give it to 21 who's going to run over a couple people. You're going to have a pretty good night. Polk County moving the ball down the field, started on their 25-yard line. Only with the help of an offside penalty for 5 yards, they've moved the ball the rest of the time, all on the ground, Shelton, like we thought they'd do, more Derek Davis type of offense.
That it is indeed big offensive line there. Jackson now with 2 carries, 11 yards. Nathan Maxwell, 2 carries, 8 yards, and Gabe Adams, 2 carries, 28 yards.
Up the middle again, there's Jackson Cox. We got a late flag in.
Could be a face mask.
So he kind of could be holding, too, from where that came from.
Yeah, I think he just pointed back toward Polk County. Nope.
Got a face mask.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
I do have the window pane in the way.
Oh, my gosh.
Let's not see. I don't have any other excuses after that. I've got on one side the window pane over here. I'm out.
One side me.
Yeah. All of you.
Yes. And I have nowhere to go.
Yes.
So that's,
I have windows in NASCAR.
Oh, they do have a window net in NASCAR.
Right,
Thanks for asking there, Fruit Loops.
And Maxwell, 3rd carry for 17 yards.
As Shelton goes right back to the ball game. Adams directly behind the quarterback. 15 in motion.
They told me my job was to keep you on the track tonight.
There's Adams, gets the ball, looks over to the right side, still running over people. Takes at least 3 of them to get him down as he gets down to the 6-yard line. Looks like that may put them for a 1st and goal here for Polk County.
3 carries, 40 yards for Adams, and he is a load to take down.
And we still have 5 minutes and 42 seconds to go in the 1st quarter. Polk County taking their time, getting up to the line, getting the play in. No rush here, 7-7 in the 1st quarter at Polk County High School. The snap, handoff up the middle. Gets a couple yards. That's Jackson Cox again, still running that tandem, keeping both of those backs fresh by doing what they're doing, Shelton. That's one of the things that a lot of teams wish they had, was 2 running backs that could carry the ball.
Yeah, and the other part of that, if you think about it, is keeping Sweetwater really. I mean, what are we doing here? Were we trying to crash because of Adams, or do we need to worry about Maxwell popping it outside? Or excuse me, Cox popping it outside.
There he is again, Cox in for the touchdown for Polk County. At what point, Shelton, do they pile up the box and dare them to throw? I think at that they've done nothing but run the ball down the field. I think at Sweetwater, you might see them come out next time on defense with a little bit of adjustment. I would make them beat me over the top before we could do that, before I go back and play what they're playing. So,
well, I'll be honest. This scoreboard is already more than I thought it would be at halftime. So
more than it was last year.
This is how much I know. Yeah, last year 7-6 Sweetwater wins, and tonight already more than that in the first half a quarter.
Trenton Thomas in for the extra point. It's up. And it's good. Score 14-7 here at Polk County High School. We're going to take a break. It's Rivalry Game on MixedTV.tv, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. We'll be right back.
So what did you name her?
Sophia. Okay, Sophia, this might hurt a little bit, but we'll do it together. All right. Good job, Sophia.
Sophia, I'm here if you need me.
Make sure you hold the baby's head when you give the baby to the mother.
What did you name him?
Make this the summer event going on now at Crown CDJR Cleveland. Shop over 200 new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Rams up to $20,000 off MSRP. Gladiators, 2,500 pickups, Wagoneers, even Wranglers with huge discounts. Take advantage of model year closeout savings all month long on a new Dodge Charger Daytona Scat Pack. $20,000 off MSRP. Crown CDJR, the better way to buy and service. Visit CrownChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
Welcome back to Rivalry Week on a Rivalry Game on MixTV.tv, driven by Mountain View Nissan. Jamie Kyle, Stephen Shelton, live from Polk County High School. We got a barn burner going on over here, 14-7. We didn't think it would be like this, but here we are.
Not close, but this has been. They're going to let it. I thought he was going to let it drop again for Sweetwater.
Picks it off, gets a little bit of a gap there, gets it up to the 40-yard line. I noticed American Idol singing barber Noah Peters is here. I know you'll never go see him, Shelton.
Oh, I mean, okay, all right. I got that then. That's fine.
Sounds about bald head, I guess. I mean, give you a shave, I guess, or something like that.
That's fine.
You and Jonathan Kyle, maybe y'all both can stay away from there. So, all right, big bounce back here has to be really by Sweetwater High School. It seems like Polk County has a ton of momentum going right now. Could get even better if they can stop them here on defense.
Yeah, Polk County just needs a stop. I mean, if they get the worst, the thing they can't afford to do is to try to get in a shootout.
Yeah.
They're not built for that. They're built for more of the kind of long ground and pound type offense.
Pitch coming around the other side here, gets tackled for a gain of about 3. I don't think that was Fitch. That was actually
it's Colt Correll.
Yeah, Colt Correll. I knew that. Colt Correll. Correll family. I'm sure they're here tonight watching their son.
It's his second carry for 5 total yards.
Sweetwater quickly up to the line. Snap handoff up the middle again. Here he goes. There is a hole. There is a mismatch.
Yeah.
As a defensive coordinator, what do you do to stop that?
I'm bringing a linebacker up, and you got to, or blitzing a DB.
How many passes we had tonight?
0.
I'm bringing them all up. Beat me over the top. 1st and 10 for Sweetwater. Up the middle for about a 4-yard gain. I'll tell you what this is doing, Shelton, is it is eating clock.
Oh, absolutely.
You're running the ball like this. I think we had one attempt at a pass, but he didn't get to get it off. He got sacked. The rest of the time we've been grounding and pounding on the ground like we thought this would be.
And that's 91 yards for Ty Fitch in this first quarter.
Let's add a little more to that right there as he goes back up the middle, gets enough for a first down.
About an 8-yard gain for him on that one, so that gives him 99 yards, Jamie, on this first 2 drives.
And I'll remind you, we're only 3 minutes and 28 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Sweetwater up to the line again. Taking their time a little more here, probably giving Fitch a little bit of a breather.
I was going to say, yeah.
Man in motion, up the middle again.
Boom.
Gets caught by 78. Great adjustment there.
Big job by Brandon Flowers. Just grabbed him by the collarbone there and just drug him down.
Score of interest. Cleveland down 16-0 already in the first quarter. Shelton, they better get on your game plan that you had there in pregame.
And it's a tough road for the Raiders earlier this season. But again, let's see where they're at the end of the season. Let's see how much improvement that Coach Brown and his staff does for that program by the end of the year, and I really think you'll be surprised on how much better they get.
2nd down and 9 here for Sweetwater. And off out to the outside again. What a move there. It's tackled by a couple of Polk County Wildcats.
Yeah, it's Paris. He hasn't touched the ball as much as I thought he would. That's only his 2nd carry.
28-yard line is going to bring up 3rd and about 4 for Sweetwater. We've been putting a little cubby hole over here, Shelton and I.
Cubby hole. I've not heard that since elementary school. That's pretty good.
Notice when you and Heartline do this, y'all are on top of a building.
Yes, thanks, Patrick Spangler.
And up the middle again for a couple of yards. Should bring up 3rd and 2 here.
Yeah, Correll just kind of got stuck in traffic his third carry for 6 yards tonight. He's not been able to kind of get going as much as the Wildcat staff and Tommy Bunch wanted him to.
Opportunity here it's 4th and 2. Big time opportunity here for Polk County to get a stop.
And this is one of those no-man land situations for high school football. You're too far for a field goal. You're too close for a punt. So, you just basically you're going to hand it off to Fitch and let him run up the middle and see if Polk County can stop you. Got that middle linebacker still backing off.
Yep. There he goes up the middle. Ooh, that's going to be close.
That's going to be real close. I don't think so either. I think he got one on the carry. He's short. He is short.
Turnover on downs. Big time stop for Polk County there on defense.
Big time tackle by Jacob Mayberry, the junior. He just went in there and just told Fitch, not so fast, my friend.
Not so fast, my friend.
Yeah, big time tackle there by Jacob Mayberry to hold him his shortest. That does give Fitch 100 yards for the first quarter and this game, but a big turn of events for Polk County and definitely what this defense needed.
Absolutely. Cecil Burns comes back up to the line. Let's see if they go to Adams, feed Adams, the two-man tandem in the back. Straight up the middle. Great block there by Adams. There he's still going.
Fumble.
Did Sweetwater get the ball back?
I think they did. It bounced right to him.
Oh, man, big time right there. Polk County had the opportunity to kind of expand on the momentum they got from the stop, and Sweetwater basically, it's like a 5-yard loss for Sweetwater. They're back in business.
That was a backbreaker for Polk County. I mean, they had the momentum there. Now you put Sweetwater and Ty Fitch back in the driver's seat, ball and now on the 27-yard line, and it's I'm sure it's going to be a lot of Ty Fitch time.
When you got a shootout like this, you've got to make sure that ball security happens.
I mean, it bounced right to the Sweetwater defender.
Sweetwater up to the line, 14-7 here, especially ball security.
Don't sleep on them taking a look at Isaiah Stiles before this is over with.
Fitch back up the middle.
And I think that Polk County's made some adjustments there. They brought that middle linebacker up about 2 or 3 steps. And that gap he's hitting there, they're filling it pretty quick.
But watch this. They've been busting middle. They get one outside, get Polk County asleep, and they can go to the house.
Polk County. Let's go. Polk County.
Great crowd here tonight at Polk County High School.
Yeah, watch Caleb Baxter here. He's the one been crashing the middle. See if he continues to do so. And they're sweeping it.
Here we go outside. Big time move out there. Big time hit.
Whose number did I just call?
That's it.
Caleb Baxter in there. I mean, he tracked him down. But Pritchard, that's what they want to do. If the toss goes to Pritchard, that's where they're going.
And I called maybe going outside and still couldn't get it done. No. So they've blocked the middle now. They got the outside. What else you got if you're Sweetwater here?
Well, again, you've got one-on-one down here on the bottom with Sanders.
7 seconds to go here in the quarter. I don't know that they're going to snap a ball.
Yeah.
And that will be the end of the first quarter. 14-7 Polk County. We didn't think it would be like this. It is, so we're pretty happy. We not only have a view, but now we got a great football game. So we're going to take a break. We'll come back. It'll be the beginning of the second quarter. This is Rivalry Game on MixedTV.tv, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland.
No more varicose or spider veins.
No more tired, achy, restless legs.
No more swollen ankles.
It's time to get back
to a better you.
With the help from Milligan Vein Clinic.
Our board-certified physicians have treated thousands of patients using the latest technologies to restore healthy, great-looking legs.
There's little or no downtime.
It was covered by my insurance.
My legs have never felt better.
Milligan Vein Clinic, improving the quality of your life.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
You're watching MixedTV.tv, the Rivalry Games. Second quarter coverage is presented by USS. Since 1994, we've helped more than 30,000 customers solve their foundation repair and waterproofing problems. Learn more online at USSTN.
MixedTV.tv, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Jamie Kyle, Stephen Shelton, live from Polk County High School. It's now 4th and 6 for Sweetwater. Tried to go outside there, Shelton.
They tried to go to Styles. I told you they were going to try to take a chance. Great job of Polk County tracking him down and then making him throw it away. Again, no one in the area, but again, in high school football, they call it the blocking box. If you're outside the block, or a fancy word for hash marks, I guess. If you're outside of that, there is no such thing as intentional grounding in high school football.
Thanks for that lesson, Shelton. Really appreciate that.
Well, you asked me between the 20 and 25 while ago.
Up the middle again.
Ooh, helmet
comes off.
I'm not sure that ball wasn't down. Doesn't matter.
Turnover on downs there. Listen, Shelton, if you don't think this game is smash mouth, that is a prime example.
Buddy,
I would not want to be running the ball tonight.
They lit him up.
Polk County gets the ball at the 23-yard line. 11:47 to go here in the second quarter.
And this is the type of game that Polk County wants to play. It's ground and pound.
Yep.
They want to use the clock and run the clock.
Cease Burns brings the Polk County Wildcats up to the line. Adams directly behind him. Hands off to Adams up the middle. Got a hole. He's got some blockers. He keeps going. Pushes a guy down. Man, that guy runs really hard. Gets to the 45-yard line. Gabe Adams on the run. Shelton, they found the middle again for big-time yardage.
Yeah, it's Gabe Adams, 4th carry for 68 yards tonight. Gabe Adams, like you said, he's not going to outrun anybody, but there's not many people want to tackle him either, so it kind of evens the score.
Well, what you like to see is those offensive linemen, the big uglies, getting down the field with him and getting some blocks out in front there. And if he'd kept his feet, he might have went for a touchdown. Polk County back up to the line. 11:14.
Look for Jackson Cox.
Fumbles the ball. The fumbled snap. Luckily, looks like Cox gets on the ball.
It's where we've done this in baseball before. It's where your eyes and your hands get in a different kind of motion. Yeah. He was already thinking about giving the little handoff to Jackson Cox and just forgot to get the football first.
It's almost one of those things as a coach I always say, slow down to speed up.
Absolutely.
Second down and 12 for Polk County.
That's Maxwell in motion.
Yep, Maxwell going to the outside. Got a couple of blockers out there. Great play there on defense. Shedding the blocker, being able to get Maxwell before he gets a gain. That's going to make it 3rd down and probably 12.
Now, you got to remember, this is where Polk County doesn't want to be in throwing situations, but also putting your defense right back on the field.
Yeah.
You've got to start eating this time clock up. I mean, you got 30, 35, 38, 40 seconds in between snaps. Use that clock up. Give that defense time to take a breather because there's not very many on that sideline right now that's playing defense that's not playing offense. So you've got to slow things down so these guys are playing both ways, have a chance to catch their breath.
I don't even know if we've got a pass. Oh, I say that. We got a pass in the play. Oh, interception. Bad throw going for the screen there. Oh, boy. Bryce Burns able to chase him down to save a touchdown. That could have been big. Shelton, when you don't have, and I'm not saying this in a derogatory way, when you don't have a passing game and you've got to run, as we see the replay here, it puts you in a scenario to where you're kind of forced to throw, and it makes mistakes. You make mistakes.
No, absolutely. I mean, that was the problem there. They were going to run a screenplay there, and just when he got kind of spun out of it, when he did, he went to throw it. Well, the problem was his guy was there, but also the guy in a white jersey was there, and great defensive play and stand by Sweetwater to give them very good field position.
That play, and he'll learn. You just got to live to play another day. Right there, you throw it away. Even if you get grounded, you're pumped.
Double reverse there.
Still going back up and attacking the middle, even with a double reverse, and gets about the same outcome as he's got the second half of this, or the first half here. Second half of the first half. That's great. Sounds like a Heartline word.
So that's Bryson Burrow in his first carry on that little trickery there they tried to run against Polk County.
Strategery on the trickery.
Strategery.
Back up the middle again. Gets a little bit of room here. Gets all the way up to the second level. It's going to put him close to a first down. Looks Looks like they may have to measure here, as that's pretty close.
Yep, they're going
to. Still going to be
say third
and one. Third and a short one right here.
111 yards now for Ty Fitch.
Maryville up 23-0 now on Cleveland.
Walker Valley up 21-0 over Chattanooga Central.
Back up the middle again. May have a false start here. Could be offsides. No, Polk County is clapping as if it's on Sweetwater here.
That's a big penalty for Sweetwater. Nope, they're going. Kirk Campbell's either lost, which is a possibility, or they're going the wrong way. That's a big penalty. If that would have been on Sweetwater to put it back, 3rd and 6 makes it a little more interesting. Now Sweetwater really in the driver's seat.
Sweetwater could still get a first down here without scoring. Well, actually they have it on the 10, but it looks like it's a little outside the 10, so it is 1st and goal for Sweetwater. How's that airfield out there, Shelton?
It's really nice, crisp, and kind of fall-like.
Back up the middle. Back up the middle again. A couple yards on the gain. Danny Hicks on the tackle. This is a big thing right here where Sweetwater has to finish this drive, Shelton. Getting the ball back there with the interception. You get a turnover in this game. The way it looks, you've got to make sure you take advantage of that.
Oh, there's no question about it. And somebody's going to take a timeout, which it's going to be Polk County's going to take a timeout.
We'll take one with them. This is a rivalry game on MixedTV.tv, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Owning a home should be one of life's greatest pleasures, but without a solid foundation, it can become a major source of stress. Luckily, you're not alone. Our experts can identify the true cause of foundation issues and guide you through every step of the way to fixing them, from pinpointing the problem to perfecting the solution. We form custom solutions to meet the needs of your foundation and your wallet, including flexible payment options. With our team by your side, consider your home and your peace of mind secure.
You're watching MixedTV.tv, the rivalry games driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland, home of the lifetime warranty. I-75 exit 20 and cleveland-nissan.com.
Welcome back to Rivalry Game on MixedTV.tv, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Polk County up 14-7 here. 8:06 left to go in the second quarter. Big time drive right here for Sweetwater. They got to capitalize. Back up the middle again. Still nowhere.
Nothing.
Nowhere to go.
They have really found an answer right now for Ty Fitch. I mean, that is Danny Hicks just grabbed him and said not going anywhere right now. So pulled him down. But good job by Polk County. He is this defensive line of Polk County since that first drive from Sweetwater has really played well.
Important 3rd down and 11 here, Shelton. Got to get something close, at least to find some points.
I mean, at this, what about the field goal kicker? I mean, we're talking. That's pretty good pooch for a high school kid.
Going outside this time. Has a blocker outside, and he cuts it up. Great defense by number 35 for Polk County. That'd be Caleb Baxter on the tackle.
He's been everywhere tonight.
He has. Went from the middle all the way outside. Reminds me of the old Alabama defenses a long time ago when Nick Saban was coach. Fourth
and 11. They're going to kick it.
We're going to see if we can get a field goal here.
All right. So we're talking about a
Cy Prince here.
Yeah, 27-yarder.
Got a great name, Cy, baseball name. Snap, kick, up.
Nope.
Going to be short and off to the right.
Yep.
Big time stop there for Polk County. Shelton, that is what you need after you have a turnover, is to get a turnover on downs and get the ball back.
Yeah, you can see right here on the, didn't have a lot of leg behind it and was almost pushing it a little bit. Just misses short to the right there. And so Polk County gets the ball back, 6:48 to go. And I'm not sure Polk County wouldn't be as happy with just wearing out the clock going down the field with or without a score at this point to go into halftime.
I'll tell you on the flip side of that, though, if they can drive down the field and get a score going into halftime, that may be a dagger for Sweetwater.
That's true.
They can't score fast. So it's one of those things where both teams run up and down the field, but it takes some time. Cecil Burns the snap. Got another run up the middle. It's about 3 yards. Or 5. The diabetic eyes up here in the press box. I'm starting to get into it. When it's getting darker, the area in here that we're in. Can we call it an area?
I can turn the lights on. We do have lights.
Oh, that might not help.
Okay, well, we'll leave the lights off.
It gets darker.
Okay. I really don't know where you're going with that.
I didn't either. Just trying to come up with an excuse for not being able to see.
Oh, got him.
Got him there with a good count. And that happens, Shelton, when you have a lot of people running at you up the middle as you're trying to get, kind of get a little bit of an advantage on that snap in order to be able to get an advantage there.
Ball will be spotted at the 30-yard line, setting up a Polk County fast lane. First down.
First down for Polk County on that.
30-0 Marable over Cleveland.
What was your expectations with that game?
Oh, it could be whatever they want it to be, but I still believe this is the measuring stick that you look at your boys and say, hey, this is where we're trying to get. Understand where we're trying to get as a program.
Snap going back up the middle again, met by 2 Sweetwater Wildcats. Should bring up 2nd and probably 8. I'll probably be corrected.
You're right, 2nd and 10.
This is going to become a game now.
It is.
How close, how wrong can I be?
Second half, how many times Jamie Kyle will be wrong? We'll get you free tickets to something. That's
probably a Vols game. They got 17,000 at the station.
Nope.
Back up the middle again. I don't know that you're not right, Shelton, and I hate saying that. It bugs me to say that you might be right, but I think Derek Davis might be okay with running this clock down and taking 14-7 as they deferred on the coin flip, so they get the ball in the second half.
Well, I'm more excited about you being disappointed with saying that than I am being right, to be honest with you.
I know. It's probably one of the low parts of what I'm doing right now. Oh, we're going to throw here.
Uh-oh.
Got a catch right there over the middle. What a route.
Yeah, nice job.
Great route. Looks like we had kind of a 3 in the tree, right, that was running. You had going crossers or whatever, and he chose the middle guy who was open. I started looking downfield to see if there was something deep, as you see the replay here. Had the guy there in the middle wide open. Great pass. That's the time when you pull that out. You want to get a first down. We thought he might be content with just going to the half, and then he comes out and gets a first down on a pass. Might be something he goes back to later. Heading back up the middle again with Adams. He breaks a couple of tackles, gets back up, probably has enough for the first down.
I believe he got about 8.
9. Yeah, you're wrong.
Okay. 1 yard and 30 is different. That's fine.
I think it'll be 30 over the game.
84 yards for Gabe Adams in this first half. And remember, Sweetwater started out so strong with Ty Fitch. He has 110 yards, but almost all those came in the first quarter. 100 yards of that came in the first quarter.
Cecil Burns brings them up to the line. Back up the middle again. I don't know. Fumble. Ball is out. Sweetwater has picked it up, and they are running Shelton to the house. I don't even know what to say right now.
No, I mean, that's Landon Murphy on the replay. You can see the ball that's the second big turnover, actually third for Polk County, and just stripped him out, and away he goes.
Polk County keeps having opportunities to put this game, I think, away, and keeps throwing it back to them. About to tie this game up with the extra point here. Polk County running one other person to have enough on the line.
Man, that is a tough turn of events for Polk County.
It's true. It's tied, 14-14. This is Rivalry Game on MixedTV.tv, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. We'll be back right after this.
I'm Brew McCoy, your favorite Tennessee wide receiver. In the world of football, precision is everything. Every pass, every catch. But what about when it comes to protecting your home? Best Buy Metals can manufacture a custom-fitted roof that will protect your home for a lifetime. Best of all, it can be manufactured the same or next day. Call or visit a Best Buy Metal showroom or drop by bestbuymetalroofing.com to get a quote today. Best Buy Metals, roofing that lasts.
You're watching MixTV.tv, the rivalry games. Second quarter coverage is presented by USS. Since 1994, we've helped more than 30,000 customers solve their foundation repair and waterproofing problems. Learn more online at USSTN.com.
Welcome back to Rivalry Game on MixTV.tv, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Jamie Kyle, Stephen Shelton, live from Polk County High School. We didn't have this on our stat sheet, being 14-14, both running backs with about 100 yards and a couple of timely or untimely turnovers, depending on what side of the field you're on. Kickoff return, almost one, probably shoestring away from being able to take it to the house, as Polk County will take over.
No, that's a great return by Caden Qualls. He was the one with the big catch there to keep the ball alive in the last drive for Polk County, and now with a good return and puts Polk County back in business with 3:29 left before the half.
On the 31-yard line, what do you do here, Shelton? I mean, of course, we want to score, right? Yeah. If you're Polk County, but you also want to make sure you protect the ball, as you've had 2 turnovers that.
We can't be afraid of turning it over. I mean, if your game is to run the football, you got to keep running the football.
And they do, with Adams up the middle again. I'm going to say he gets 2.5.
I'll say 3.
2.5 you can round up. That's where I'm going with now. It's like Bradley education.
We both were wrong.
It's Kurt.
And I was closer. I said 3 at least.
No, this ain't the Price is
Right. You said 2.5.
This is not the Price is Right. Burns up to the line, under center. Back up the middle again. Goes out to the outside a little bit there. It's a couple of yards. Probably about 1.5 yards short, maybe 2 of the first down. 2:45 and counting to go in the first half.
93 yards for Gabe Adams on the ground for Polk County.
And they've been kind of running the dual threat back there, so it hadn't all been Gabe Adams.
Well, yeah, but they've went away from Jackson Cox there here the last drive or two. After he scores that touchdown earlier, he's only touched the ball 1 time.
Seems like Polk County's not in a hurry. 2:18 to go. Handoff again to Adams. Gets a little bit of room on the left side.
Adams takes it across to the 46-yard line.
99 yards now for Adams. That's a
first down for Polk County. I think what I'm going to do is listen to the PA guy, because he's right. And I'm just going to get my yards from him.
Okay.
Is that professional?
Yeah. Listen.
It's better than what normally happens.
I'm the last guy to ask about that.
It's better what normally happens on a Friday night. Is Heartline typically has no clue what's going on. There's a snap pass again. Same play, same result as they get the ball with the triple crossers. The middle guy open. Shelton. They haven't passed a lot, but now when they have, it seems like they found a mismatch in the middle of the field.
So, yeah, I mean, another 16-yard pass. Now that gives Cecil Burns two throws for 27 yards and Qualls 2 catches for 27.
Here's my deal, though. At minute 34, I don't know that Polk County has fast in them. And off back up the middle again.
I'll tell you one thing Polk County does is they follow their blockers very well.
Yeah.
They get in behind those guys, man. They just hunker down and say, let's keep going.
Jackson Cox again on the carry. Looks like we got a timeout on the field. That would be called by Polk County. Let's take a 30-second break. This is Rivalry Game on MixTV.tv, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland.
My dad says our new Linux system saves energy.
Well, saving energy means saving money.
A lot of money?
Yep.
Time for a raise in my allowance.
Savings year after year.
A big raise.
Call today for perfect air you can feel in your home and savings you can feel in your wallet.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Call Dale's Heating and Air today.
On MixedTV.tv, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland, Jamie Kyle, Steven Shelton in the press box. This is a first. Got a banker and an insurance guy up here. What can go wrong? But we're in Polk County, Tennessee, or Benton, Tennessee.
Benton. Yep. Our friends in Copper Basin would like you to say Benton, not Polk County every time.
Are they your friends?
No, I said your friends in Copper Basin.
Polk County here with a minute 20 trying to drive down the field and get a touchdown as they get the ball back in the second half. A couple throws this drive in the shotgun formation. Back up the middle.
That's a play that I guarantee you that Sweetwater had seen on film because they were not fooled whatsoever.
I think you come out of a timeout there and run back up the middle. I won't question that. I think if you've got a mismatch in passing, especially needing to kind of have some clock management here.
He's lined up offsides. The guy from Sweetwater was lined up completely offsides.
So we go down for the corner. Guy wide open down there, makes the catch. And did he give it to him?
He got it.
At the 1 yard line. Going to have to get down. Probably, won't have to spike the ball because I believe he's out of bounds, and it looks like he might be injured.
Yep. So you can see right here, Cecil drops back, and he's got him. Throws it deep, 29-yard reception. That's Aiden Burns.
Great catch.
Boom. Nice catch, nice pitch, nice catch.
Looks like he might have got the breath knocked out of him over there. Land on that football, it'll
do it every time.
Yeah.
Cecil Burns now 3 of 3 for 56 yards.
Did we think that would be a stat?
No, that was not drawn up before. Friday night scoreboard brought to you by Warren and Griffith.
Well, I want to say I just checked your keys for the game, and that's not on there.
Bradley 14-0 over Farragut in the second quarter of play. Maryville 30-0 over Cleveland. Chattanooga Central trailing Walker Valley 28-0 there. McMinn County 23-0. Well, there's some lopsided games out here. Meigs County barely over McMinn Central 8-6. Sweetwater, Polk County, you're watching that one here. Ray County, Soddy Daisy 14-0. Baylor's over LDL Academy 7-0.
Been there before.
And then McCallie Ensworth tied up at zip.
Have no clue where LDL Academy is. What do you think the LDL stands for?
Oh, boy. Actually, I read who they were playing this week, and my mind has went completely blank.
Let's go with long distance.
No, I think it's
Lover.
Maybe a team out of Georgia that's come up to play. Yeah,
so
they're going there. Yeah.
Here we go. On the 1 yard line. Long distance Lover. Don't know where I got that one at. Handoff up the middle for the touchdown. That's exactly what Polk County needed there. 39 seconds to go in the half. They get the ball back in the second half. As many times as they've tried, Shelton, to give this game to Sweetwater with turnovers, we're sitting here looking at about to be a 21-14 lead going into the half by Polk County.
Allen to snap, Maxwell to hold, Thomas to kick.
Well, you said they couldn't go fast, but they didn't need to.
Well, they did go fast because they didn't have to go fast. They threw the ball 29 yards down the field.
2-minute and 40-second drive puts them right now with a 6-point lead with 39 seconds to go before halftime. 37-0 now, Maryville.
Kick is up. Oh, hits the crossbar and out. Look, those are one of the things in games like this that can make a big difference. Look at the replay here on the run up the middle for Adams and the touchdown. Puts Adams over 100 yards, rushing on the game. We'll stay here. 37-0. Cleveland getting handled by Maryville. If you're Cleveland's coach, what are you looking for in the second half? See from your kids.
You've got to continue to tell them this is where we want to be. You got to keep playing hard. You got to keep, do not give up. Play through every play. Play through the whistle, on every play. You just do the little things right, and understand that this is the blueprint that we want to duplicate over the next course of 2 or 3 years, and we want to be this dominant as well.
Absolutely. Bradley surprised you a little bit, 14-0 over Farragut.
Again, you never know what you're getting when you go to Knoxville, and so it's just one of those situations that Farragut may not be as good as years past.
That's a close one in McMinn Central.
Yep.
Meigs County and McMinn Central 8-8. Used to say if you go over to Meigs County, you're probably going to get beat. Big time drive there for Polk County Shelton as they had to get that across the line. I think of the way this game is going, they got lucky, I think, only losing 7 points with 2 turnovers, and to be able to bounce back and go into the half here, hopefully up 20-14, and then getting the ball back in the second half.
Getting some comments about your long-distance lover academy.
As you should. Catches the ball and nails it from Sweetwater. I was told by Alex Hayden with Motor Racing Network, he said, listen.
Well, I lost the bet. I said we would not make it through the first half. I said we'd make it through the first half where you brought up your NASCAR show, but keep going. It's fine.
No, Finish Line Radio. Wednesday, 6 o'clock. But anyway, Alex said, just make sure that you entertain the people. And if long distance lover
Lift for Life Academy out of Missouri.
Oh.
Lift for Life Academy. That was not going to be on the old trivia card.
No. Sweetwater here. I mean, you gotta.
I'm going back to tie and seeing what I can do here.
I'm gonna throw it. Complete out to the outside. Got to get out of bounds here. That's a mistake right there, Shelton. Should have got out of bounds. Kept the clock running.
He took on the defender and had to get rid of that thing. Get out of bounds, like you said.
Ball placed on 37. First and 10.
That's Sweetwater's first completion of the night for 11 yards to Isaiah Stiles. And they're going to say he did get out of bounds because they did not call a timeout.
Yeah, it's hard to say that. 30.7 seconds here to go.
That was a quick 6 seconds.
I know. Cecil Burns up to the line. Going to throw again. Same play, different side. Gets tackled. Going to keep him in bounds. That needs to require them to call a timeout.
They're going to have to get a timeout. Yep.
Looks like it does. If you're Sweetwater here, I mean, those 2 plays on each side look like the same play has been open. Do you try to fake something out there, go down the middle for a big play here?
Yeah, I don't know, but I bend but don't break on this one from Sweetwater's defense. I'm letting them get those little chunk yards. We saw they don't have a great field goal or special teams game, so I'm letting them take as much time as possible because I don't think they can throw it too deep. So it's going to be 7, 10, 12 yards at a time. But with the clock at 25 seconds, I really believe that that Sweetwater, like I said, bend but don't break, and don't, like you just said, don't allow them to slip some inside pitch or inside handoff to Ty Finch and let him hit 30 yards, 40 yards for pay dirt.
Looks like Polk County goes back into a what I used to call the old John Chavis prevent defense here, Shelton.
I hope it works better for them than it did for him.
Sweetwater coming out here. 25 seconds now to go. They did an adjustment to the clock. 25 seconds to go here in the first half.
Those linebackers are deep.
Going back to throw again, back out to the outside, same play. This got to get out of bounds here. He does.
Yep.
Stops the clock. 18.6 seconds to go here. I don't know that that's going to get you where you want to be, throwing 5-7 yards out. That's where you talk, Sheldon.
Well, I'm still trying to count the yards here.
Stat guy.
Yeah, I mean,
I thought we had a stat guy.
I'm pulling double duty here.
I know. You're doing a great job.
I appreciate it. It's the Styles' second catch for 20 yards. That's Nolan's thrown 3 passes for 27 yards. Both quarterbacks have not had an incompletion.
Drops back to pass again. This time he may run. Nope, he's going to stop, throw, out of bounds.
Excuse me, that's his second incompletion, but yes.
11.9 seconds now. All right, you got 2nd and 10 here, Shelton. I don't know that he has the arm to get it to the end zone from here. I probably would try to get something to where you could get a shot down at the end zone.
Yeah, I mean, especially as deep as Polk County is, a little screenplay right here to draw that front line in. Those linebackers, if you can get those linebackers to chase a little bit, create an opening, especially with the running backs that Sweetwater has, but something that Coach Davis did not like, and he's going to call a timeout.
Yeah, let's take it with him. This is our Rivalry Games on MixTV.tv, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
This is the Rivalry Games, presented by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland, live on MixTV.tv.
Welcome back to Rivalry Game on MixTV.tv, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Sweetwater here, 2nd and 10, drops back to pass. Got to get it downfield. Don't want to take a sack here, and he does, which will probably take this game to the half. Pretty much Shelton right there did all you could do. Didn't have anybody open. It's like they may have called a timeout here with 3 seconds to go. I just don't know what you have in the playbook.
I mean, right now you're putting everybody on the goal line. I mean, as many as you can, because I mean, Polk County has survived multiple drives here and multiple mistakes. Polk County's up 20-14 with 2 fumbles and an interception, so 3 big turnovers.
Yeah, and it really, you think about the interception. I can't remember who it was that made the tackle, the shoestring tackle, to get the defensive back down before he gets in. They got no points out of that. So you look at you youngsters out there, right? You want to make sure you hustle every play, chase somebody down, even though it doesn't look like you could get somebody, because that's made a difference in this game. 3 seconds to go here. Hook and ladder? I mean, can we run something we run in the backyard?
The little Statue of Liberty?
Statue of Liberty right here? I don't know.
If I'm Sweetwater, I just kneel on it. The last thing you want to do is have some sort of turnover or something go crazy. 3 seconds to go. Just let it go and be done with it.
Oh, throws and hits the ground, and that will do it. Great first half of action. Not sure that I would have predicted this score. 20-14, Polk County. Should be an interesting second half. Both teams go in, make an adjustment. Shelton, it's one of those things where we probably expect to see some things a little different when they come out in the second half.
Yeah, I would think there's going to be some serious adjustments made on Sweetwater's side, of especially with going away from what got them there. I mean, running the football, they completely abandoned that when because they've had to. So it's one of those things that for Polk County, though, the adjustments that Polk County's got to make is one thing. Understand who you've been this first half. Understand if you clean up some of your mistakes in that first half, this score, I mean, this could be 20-7. So for again, Derek Davis making a few small adjustments. They're not going to do anything crazy because they are who they are. But for Sweetwater, you've got to find a way to get Fitch more involved in that offense in the second half. He had 100 yards rushing in the first quarter. In the second quarter, less than 15.
You would have told me Fitch had 100 yards rushing in the first quarter. I'd tell you the score probably looks a little different.
Absolutely.
So great first quarter, our first half of action here. It's halftime. We're going to take a little break. This is Rivalry Game on MixTV.tv, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland.
I'm Clark Campbell. I've lived here in Cleveland, Tennessee for 24 years, and I'm so proud that I get to shop for my business to get my truck right here in my town. I left my gas truck a couple years ago when I realized that this mid-sized truck with a diesel engine could pull my trailer with so much more efficiency, and they helped me find it. There are a lot of options when it comes to dealerships. This is going to be the first place I go to every single time.
The new fiber network is going to place Cleveland, Tennessee at the forefront of technology. Cleveland is ready for this, and it's going to be a great future. My message to Cleveland, Tennessee is call Cleveland Utility Authority right now to get signed up for the new fiber broadband network that is coming to a neighborhood near you.
Every job has a schedule, and we're built to keep up. At Wholesale Supply, we power the pros who build, wire, plumb, heat, and light the Southeast. With the top brands in stock, expert support, and 30-plus locations, we keep your job moving and your customers happy. Family-owned, service-driven, built for builders, contractors, and our communities. Wholesale Supply, built to supply, trusted to deliver.
So what did you name her?
Sophia. Okay, Sophia, this might hurt a little bit, but we'll do it together. All right. Good job, Sophia.
Sophia, I I'm here if you need me.
Make sure you hold the baby's head when you give the baby to the mother.
What did you name him?
Make this the summer event going on now at Crown CDJR Cleveland. Shop over 200 new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Rams up to $20,000 off MSRP. Gladiators, 2,500 pickups, Wagoneers, even Wranglers with huge discounts. Take advantage of model year closeout savings all month long on a new Dodge Charger Daytona Scat Pack. $20,000 off MSRP. Crown CDJR, the better way to buy and service. Visit CrownChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Paul Feinbaum Show, The Drive, and more of your favorite shows. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
Right now you're wondering, what's next? Well, Lee University specializes in helping you find your next path. Your education, your calling, your faith. Wherever you feel led, we know you can make a difference. That's why your Lee family will be with you to guide the way. No matter what twists and turns lie ahead, you can expect something great from Lee University.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
Owning a home should be one of life's greatest pleasures, but without a solid foundation, it can become a major source of stress. Luckily, you're not alone. Our experts can identify the true cause of foundation issues and guide you through every step of the way to fixing them, from pinpointing the problem to perfecting the solution. We form custom solutions to meet the needs of your foundation and your wallet, including flexible payment options. With our team by your side, consider your home and your peace of mind secure.
You're watching the Rivalry Games on MixTV.tv, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. It's time now for tonight's halftime show, sponsored by District Attorney Stephen Hatchett.
Duracell in Cleveland is now hiring mechanical skilled technicians from $22.17 to $27 per hour. Excellent benefits beginning day one: medical, dental, and vision insurance, paid vacation, holiday pay, 401k tuition reimbursement, and more. Apply at Duracell.com.
So what did you name her?
Sophia. Okay, Sophia, this might hurt a little bit, but we'll do it together. Good job, Sophia.
Sophia, I'm here if you need me.
Make sure you hold the baby's head when you give the baby to the mother.
What did you name him?
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
No more varicose or spider veins.
No more tired, achy, restless legs.
No more swollen ankles.
It's time to get back
to a better you.
With the help from Milligan Vein Clinic.
Our board-certified physicians have treated thousands of patients using the latest technologies to restore healthy, great-looking legs.
There's little or no downtime.
It was covered by my insurance.
My legs have never felt better.
Milligan Vein Clinic, improving the quality of your life.
This is John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway, and we will overpay for your old car today. High mileage, cosmetic issues, that's okay. Rusted, busted, can't be trusted, all trade-ins are welcome. Just bring us your old car as is. Don't even wash it. You'll be shocked of how much I'm willing to pay for your old car in any condition. Come see me, John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee, where selling your car is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Make this the summer event going on now at Crown CDJR Cleveland. Shop over 200 new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Rams. Up to $20,000 off MSRP. Gladiators, 2,500 pickups, Wagoneers, and even Wranglers with huge discounts. Crown CDJR, the better way to buy and service.
You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
I'm Clark Campbell. I've lived here in Cleveland, Tennessee for 24 years, and I'm so proud that I get to shop for my business to get my truck right here in my town. I left my gas truck a couple years ago when I realized that this mid-sized truck with a diesel engine could pull my trailer with so much more efficiency, and they helped me find it. There are a lot of options when it comes to dealerships. This is going to be the first place I go to every single time.
Right now, when you download the Hardee's app and join My Rewards, say good morning to 20% off any breakfast order of $10 or more. Wake up to the fluffy omelet biscuit or a home-style loaded burrito and save. That's goodness in Hardee's country.
Every job has a schedule, and we're built to keep up. At Wholesale Supply, we power the pros who build, wire, plumb, heat, and light the Southeast. With the top brands in stock, expert support, and 30-plus locations, we keep your job moving and your customers happy. Family-owned, service-driven, built for builders, contractors, and our communities. Wholesale Supply. Built to supply, trusted to deliver.
I'm Brew McCoy, your favorite Tennessee wide receiver. In the world of football, precision is everything. Every pass, every catch. But what about when it comes to protecting your home? Best Buy Metals can manufacture a custom-fitted roof that will protect your home for a lifetime. Best of all, it can be manufactured the same or next day. Call or visit a Best Buy Metal showroom or drop by bestbuymetalroofing.com to get a quote today. Best Buy Metals, roofing that lasts.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Some scores of interest. All scores are halftime scores. Eagleton Academy 14, Sullivan East 13. Hickson 13, Loudon 0. McMinn County 45, Lenoir City 0. Meigs County 15, McMinn Central 8. Bradley 14, Farragut 3. CAK 14, Oneida 6.
You're watching the Rivalry Games on MixTV.tv, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. It's time now for tonight's halftime show, sponsored by District Attorney Stephen Hatchett.
Welcome back to Rivalry Game on MixTV.tv, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland, Tennessee. Jamie Kyle, Stephen Shelton, first time ever we're calling a game together. It's
Possibly the last time.
Been pretty good. I mean, I've bragged on you a couple times. Hadn't really talked much about other than just your bald head one spot because we have Noah Peters here, the singing barber. Sheldon will not be visiting.
They will.
So let's get a little first half stats. Shelton, I know they're unofficial.
Well, absolutely. Ty Fitch led Sweetwater in rushing so far, 110 yards for Ty Fitch. He's followed by Jeremiah Paris, 13 yards on 4 carries. Colt Carroll has 3 carries for 6 yards. Bryson Burrow has 1 carry for 2. For Polk County, it's kind of been of a mix of a little bit of everything. Gabe Adams now 100 yards rushing with a touchdown. Jackson Cox started out hot, kind of cooled down. He still has 26 yards and a touchdown. Nathan Maxwell coming off that edge of the wide receiver spot, 17 yards on 4 carries. Caden Qualls has 2 catches for 27 yards. Aiden Burns has 1 catch for 29 yards, and Cecil Burns is 3 for 56.
Polk County won the toss in the first half, deferred and received in the second half. Up 20-14 here. Can't see the mountains. They're gone. It's dark. Field looks great.
Field does look great. I've got a few texts during halftime. People are entertained by your inability to see the how many yards an individual gets, but
and long distance slugger, LDL.
Who's playing for the full scope? Who's playing Baylor tonight?
Yeah,
that is not the name of their academy.
What kind of
but they are.
Ball? Can we get back to football here, Sheldon? Receives the ball on the 10-yard line, gets out to the 25. It's just your wife that's.
Here's the big thing here is 35. Caleb Baxter just returned that. Maybe tweaked an ankle right there a little bit. They can ill afford to lose him. On the defensive side of the football, he has played fantastic, Jamie, in that first half.
Absolutely. Cecil Burns leading Polk County up to the line. 11:54 here to go in the third quarter. A lot of ground game here. Got passing in the end, or towards the end of the first half. Easy for me to say. Adams back doing Adams things like he did in the first quarter. Doing it again in the third quarter. Looks like he has 14 yards, enough for a first down. Doing exactly what my game plan was. I'm following the PA guy as far as yards go. Polk County quickly back up to the line. That one, not so much. As it looked like kind of sliding to the right there, like a little zone block, Shelton, that was going on that kind of went bad.
Yeah, and Jackson now in his last 3 carries has 2 yards. Sweetwater has really kind of keyed in on him a little bit more than when he started the game. He had carries of 11 and 14, and now all of a sudden really has slowed down.
Beautiful night here at Polk County High School. Couldn't ask for better weather as far as their temp goes. County quickly up to the line. Looks like Sweetwater's kind of got 6 in the box there. Another run by Adams, this time over the left side. Same result as just a few seconds ago, except I think he gets about 8.5, 9 yards on this to bring up third down.
Unofficially, it gives Gabe Adams 123 yards on the ground for Polk County and a touchdown.
That's a lot. Got 4th and 1. That can't be right. Sorry to say 3rd and 1. Finally, they made a mistake up here. 3rd and 1 for Polk County.
So your plan's failed.
Mm-hmm. Almost a bad snap there, but gets it up the middle. Adams gets more than enough for a first down as he gets 4. Looks like the game plan is back to Adams up the middle and Morris up the middle.
Yeah, so 5-yard carry for him gives him 128 now. And they're just, it looks like it's going to be a big dose of runs for, and again, don't go away with what got you here for Polk County, but they're going to just keep running this same formation and see what happens.
Around the corner there, this time gets caught up from behind. Gain of almost 5 yards, maybe 6. They're doing exactly what a team should do that's up by 6 points going into the third quarter when they know Sweetwater cannot score quickly.
Yeah, that is actually Jackson Cox's. Yeah, Jackson Cox's.
Related.
The longest run he's had since his 6th carry of the game.
Jackson, a little better athlete than Jason. Cecil back under, gives it off to Adams. Adams gets around the corner. Man, whoever that was paid for that tackle. As Adams runs over him, gets enough for a first down. Looks like Sweetwater's on their heels, Shelton.
Yeah, they are. Not very aggressive, Sweetwater. I mean, looks like he got 12 yards on that carry, so 140 yards now. But they are really, really paying for those DBs because the linebackers and defensive linemen are not doing a lot right now. Getting really good blocks up front is Adams by this Polk County offensive line.
9:07 already left to go in the third quarter. Polk County has controlled the ball all the way from the 25-yard line. Adams again gets one. Takes about 4 or 5 of them to get him down this time. What that's going to do, though, Shelton, is that's going to tire out this Sweetwater defense.
Oh, absolutely.
It's going to make it difficult for them going forward, especially if their offense can't get anything going. Second down and 7 for Polk County. Got a battle of the Wildcats here, don't we?
Yeah, it's the illegal substitution on Polk County.
It's one of the things we hadn't had. This has been kind of a clean game as far as penalty goes.
Yeah, and I'm not real sure what was going on, but they make a late substitution, but it was just a really weird, really weird way they did it. They just had one guy just walk on and one guy just walk off after they break the huddle, and the ref's like, what are you guys doing here?
Like I'm about to throw the flag.
Yeah, absolutely.
Backs them up 5 yards. Second and 12 for Polk County. 8 minutes. 8 minutes left. Run off 4.5 minutes. Adams, hard yards up the middle. Still spinning, still going, rumbling, tumbling, and fumbling. I always wanted to use that. It's about 4 or 5 of those yards back. Take it back to around 3rd and 7.
So now that gives Gabe Adams 150 for the night.
3rd and 4. Just about 3 yards. It's getting worse. You can see across the field.
They're not across the field.
No, the markers are.
Okay.
Third and 4 here. Back up the middle. Stopped. Stopped by that Polk County or that Sweetwater defensive line.
Question here is, do you go for it? I mean,
don't you have to?
Yeah, I mean, you're almost forced to at this point.
I mean, unless you got a field goal kicker that can put it through, I think you got to go for it, and you got to make Sweetwater drive the length of the field to get down here. We're sitting here, looks like on about the 21, 22-yard line.
But I'm eating that clock. I can get under 7 right here to eat that clock up. Do they run that same little route pass they've been running to Caden Qualls? They've made it 2 for 2 on that. Just a little curl out route for Qualls, and I'll be interested to see if they roll Burns out here for that same play.
Under center, and there's the fake, and there's the same play, except he stopped in the middle. Quarterback forced to take it. Looked like the same play there.
He may have got it, buddy. He may have got the first down here. I think he got a yard past it.
Yep, got the first down.
Yep. So give him 4 yards on the carry. That's a big for Burns. Again, they ran that same play as I just said, but Burns put his head down, and that is a huge turn of events because right now, Jamie, you're talking about 6 minutes. They can be almost to the 6-minute mark after this play.
Yeah, could be if they finish this. It could be under 3. And up the middle, gets caught in the backfield.
Great blitz off the edge there by Sweetwater. Logan Whaley come out of the edge there and just blew that play up.
Jackson Cox looks like he's holding the back of his leg a little bit, like a hamstring issue.
So a loss of 1 gives Jackson now 31 yards on the night. Again, if you're just now joining us, Gabe Adams 150 yards thus far as the clock does tick under 6 minutes. They have eaten this quarter to death.
Slow coming out there. He looks back to pass. Got a guy open. Same thing we saw there towards the end of the first half. Nice this play. Time broken up. By looks like Isaiah Stiles on the breakup there. Great play.
So Stiles guarding their big guy there. Stiles guarding Qualls, and the big thing about that is Stiles is Sweetwater's best defender now playing, offensive receiver there now playing their best defender on the back end of that defense.
So we've seen, it looks like Polk County's 2 pass plays that they have.
They have 2. One to the corner and one little kind of curl out route.
Looks like with a kind of a run option there for the quarterback to get that first down last time. 3rd and 11 here.
does stop the clock with the incompletion.
Back up the middle again with Adams. He's got room to run. It's down to around the 9-yard line. See if that's enough for a first down. Somebody's cooking something.
I tell you, do you remember Ron Moore used to do the hot dog report?
Yes.
Well, listen, I don't know about Ron Moore, but in memory of Ron Moore, let me just say this. This is the best smelling place I've ever been to watch high school
Somebody
football
just
game.
cranked up a grill in
right
the third
below us.
quarter.
Right below us.
4th down and 1 here.
Maybe in the stands. I'm not real sure.
It's Polk County. You never know. 4th down and 1 here.
And that's charcoal. We're not burning in gas.
Ooh, that's going to be Clay gets it on second effort there.
Yeah.
Be first and goal for Polk County. 5 minutes, Shelton. 5 minutes.
They have really. They got that. Remember, they took the kickoff. This is ridiculous. They are going to eat this.
Got a man down for Polk County here. It's like one of their offensive linemen. We'll take a break as they take a look at him. You're watching the rivalry game on MixedTV.tv, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. We'll be back right after this.
So what did you name her?
Sophia. Okay, Sophia, this might hurt a little bit, but we'll do it together. All right. Good job, Sophia.
Sophia, I'm here if you need me.
Make sure you hold the baby's head when you give the baby to the mother.
What did you name him?
You're watching MixedTV.tv, the rivalry games driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Visit cleveland-nissan.com. Nissan, innovation that excites.
Welcome back to Rivalry Games on MixedTV.tv, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Jamie Kyle, Steven Shelton come back. Looks like run to the left side was stopped by Sweetwater. It's now 2nd and 7.
Yeah, Jackson, that's the last 3 carries. Jamie, he has got nothing. They have really keyed on him.
Here's a good time, and I know you're down here in the end zone, but that middle of the trio has been open every time on that pass play they've got.
Injured player was Aiden Burns. Looked like he just maybe a cramp there as he walked off the field.
Cecil Burns back up to the line, snap. Pitch outside, makes a couple people miss, trying to get in the end zone, doesn't quite make it.
Got to be to the 1.
It's like to the half. Going to have 3rd and goal from the half-yard line, going under 4 minutes. 8 minutes eating off this clock.
It's still ticking.
Yeah.
There and like you said in the first half, Sweetwater Polk County is not in a hurry.
No.
They are just, hey, we'll eat this thing up. We'll be eating supper pretty soon.
Yep. Come to the line. Cecil surveys the defense. Looks like a quarterback sneak. A little tush-push action. Gets him into the end zone for the touchdown for the Polk County Wildcats. You heard it from the PA guy how excited they are here. 3:39 left in the third quarter. That's a big-time score right there for Polk County.
Huge, sir, especially after missing that extra point to end the first half. That is huge, and they really need to connect on this.
You go for 2.
I'm going for 2. Yeah, I'm going for 2, exactly. This gives them a chance to push that lead to 28-14. I believe we got another injury here, but going to pick him up. Jamie, going back to that run, 1 yard little tush push, as you called it, gives them the 26-14 advantage. You go for 2 right here. I'm thinking you're going to give it to Gabe Adams, but don't be so sure with Cecil Burns if he doesn't pull that thing back out and try to curl out, maybe to just get around the corner. But for Polk County, if they connect on this, if they're able to push this to a 14-point lead, the way they chew up clock and the way Sweetwater has just not responded coming out of halftime, I'll be honest, I am really shocked by this score.
Yeah, definitely. And I was thinking you were going to say there, I think if they score here and get the 2, maybe just with the 26-14, this game might be in hand.
Well, they'll make it much more difficult. How's that?
Yep.
And they got it.
They got it. 28-14. Polk County definitely didn't have this on the scorecard. Sweetwater is a long road to hole. If you see the replay here, big hole. That's actually the tush push. They took that from the Eagles and gets in the end zone. It's 28 now, 14 Polk County with 3:39 to go in the third quarter. This rivalry game on MixedTV.tv, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. We'll be back right after this.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Kickoff for Polk County, back deep to receive for Sweetwater.
Welcome back to Rivalry Games on MixedTV.tv, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Jamie Kyle, Stephen Shelton in Benton, Tennessee. We got a game we didn't expect. 28-14, Polk County here with 3:39 to go in the third quarter. Polk County, a little pooch kick.
It's live.
Up close, live ball. Sweetwater picks it up. Tries to get around the corner, gets tackled by a host of Polk County Wildcats. Shelton for Sweetwater. It's almost a must score right here.
Oh, no, you can ill afford. I think you need to score by the end of the third quarter. Yeah, you can ill afford to punt this football away at this point or turn the ball over. For Polk County, you get one big turnover right here, you've gotten yourself into the fourth quarter very easily with a 14-point advantage on a game. I'm just going to be honest with you, on a game that almost everyone I spoke to thought that Sweetwater would win by the same amount or more that we're seeing Polk County up by.
Absolutely. We'll see how this goes here because, even a 3 and out. Or, if you run some time and get into the fourth quarter and you give the ball back to Sweetwater or to Polk County, all they need is one more drive. They can run the quarter out. Sweetwater up to the line. And the ball up the middle. It's 2 or 3 yards. Polk County's fired up, Shelton.
Yeah, they really are. And big 78 for Polk County. Braden Flowers just filled that thing up really fast. And if I'm Ty Fitch, I'm starting to I'm a little tired and a little frustrated because he's running the ball awful hard and he's getting hardly anything for it.
You wondered, it just doesn't seem like they have the speed to get outside. We'll see.
Well, they've not went back. That's more so Jeremiah Paris, but he's only touched the ball 5 times.
Come back here to the middle, get some yards. Got to open out here on the side. Great tackle by the defensive back there, but not before he gets a first down. Takes it to the 48-yard line, 2:56 now to go.
So give him 20 yards.
Maryville 44-7. Cleveland with an interception return for a tutty. Maryville's already took out their starters.
So they're going back to Paris again, Jamie. And that may be something they're saying, hey, let's see if we can wear them down on the outside because the inside is not doing much at all.
Looks from this, they ran on that side just a second ago, got yards, went right back. There must be a mismatch that they found on that side.
The problem with this offense, though, running an offense that's run heavy is the time. I know you're still got a full quarter to play and anything can happen, but time is of the essence.
Little double reverse there. Gets sheds one tackler, runs in back to the middle.
Gets the first down at least.
Yeah.
That's Burrow's second carry, same play there. Give him 2 carries for 5 yards, but he did get the first for Sweetwater.
2:08 and counting in the third quarter. Probably under 2 minutes when they take this snap from the 40-yard line. Handoff up the middle. Good yardage there. Gets about 8, 9, 8.5.
Yeah.
Went to the other side that time. That looked like a little Charleston Panther action right there. Was that John Lovingood, Steve McCamus?
That's some blast from the past.
That is. Sweetwater quickly up to the line, a minute 30 seconds.
Polk County fans really starting to get into it, but I think we got a false start. Wide receiver took off.
That's what happens when you try to rush that a little bit.
Coach Davis like, yes, sir, we'll take it.
Oh, yep.
That's
offsides.
Offsides I thought the wide receiver took off early there, but they've got Polk County before the false start. They got Polk County on the offsides, which gives Sweetwater another first down and stops the clock.
Yep. Actually, clock is running. 1:29 to go.
Well, should have stopped the clock.
It's Kurt Campbell. Snap real quick, going to the outside. Oh, back in that spot again. Gets a couple yards, maybe 4, before he gets tackled by a host of Wildcats. That side again, Shelton. They found something on that side that they've been able to get some to make some hay with, as we've got a injury on the field. Let's take a break while they go work on the young man laying on the field. This is Rivalry Game on MixedTV.tv, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
No more varicose or spider veins.
No more tired, achy, restless legs.
No more swollen ankles.
It's time to get back
To a better you.
With the help from Milligan Vein Clinic.
Our board-certified physicians have treated thousands of patients using the latest technologies to restore healthy, great-looking legs.
There's little or no downtime.
It was covered by my insurance.
My legs have never felt better.
Milligan Vein Clinic, improving the quality of your life.
This is John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway, and we will overpay for your old car today. High mileage, cosmetic issues, that's okay. Rusted, busted, can't be trusted, all trade-ins are welcome. Just bring us your old car as is. Don't even wash it. You'll be shocked of how much I'm willing to pay for your old car in any condition. Come see me, John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee, where selling your car is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Make this the summer event going on now at Crown CDJR Cleveland. Shop over 200 new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Rams. Up to $20,000 off MSRP. Gladiators, 2,500 pickups, Wagoneers, and even Wranglers with huge discounts. Crown CDJR, the better way to buy and service.
You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
You're watching MixedTV.tv, the rivalry games driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland, home of the lifetime warranty. I-75 exit 20 and cleveland-nissan.com.
Welcome back to Rivalry Games on MixedTV.tv, driven by Mountain View Nissan. Sweetwater with the ball, down 14, 2nd and 5. It's like, Shelton, I can't tell. Yep, maybe they got the first down.
I believe they either got it or nope. It's going to be 1 yard short.
Injured player from Polk County. You said with Brandon Flowers?
It was that. Yep.
Brandon Flowers, offensive lineman, he's a junior, 6'2", 295. Had a heck of a game this
Oh,
tonight.
Absolutely. He's played great. So look for a big dose of Fitch because he's the one. Flowers been the one that's been plugging that middle. So look for Fitch to start getting the football a lot more.
They're had a jump. That takes them back to 3rd and 6.
That's a tough break for Sweetwater.
At 3rd and 1 right there.
Yep, tough break for Sweetwater.
29 seconds to go in the quarter. I'm gonna go ahead and say this. You may disagree. Play the game right here.
Oof. Jacob Mayberry will step in for Flowers on that defensive line for Polk County. Play of the game.
Play of the game is in it. Has to be.
No, important. I understand what you're saying. I think if they turn the ball over right here, it's either way you're going into the fourth quarter. It looks like so. I'll agree. Got him.
Going back. All right, you got to go for it right here as we'll take this to the fourth quarter. It's going to be big for Sweetwater. They've got to make sure they get the first down here.
I think he lost 7 on that. That was Fitch. His first rush of the game with negative yards.
That horn you hear is the end of the third quarter. It's time to go to the fourth quarter. For Rivalry Game on MixedTV.tv, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. We'll be back in 1 minute.
I'm Clark Campbell. I've lived here in Cleveland, Tennessee for 24 years, and I'm so proud that I get to shop for my business to get my truck right here in my town. I left my gas truck a couple years ago when I realized that this mid-sized truck with a diesel engine could pull my trailer with so much more efficiency, and they helped me find it. There are a lot of options when it comes to dealerships. This is going to be the first place I go to every single time.
Right now, when you download the Hardee's app and join My Rewards, say good morning to 20% off any breakfast order of $10 or more. Wake up to the fluffy omelet biscuit or a home-style loaded burrito and save. That's goodness in Hardee's country.
This is the Rivalry Games, presented by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland, live on MixTV.tv.
Welcome back to Rivalry Game on MixTV.tv, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland, Tennessee. Jamie Kyle, Stephen Shelton, up in the great city of Benton, Tennessee. Polk County, Tennessee.
Aiden Burns again being helped off the field. He's definitely got a cramp here. Scoreboard is by Warren and Griffin, attorneys at law. Sweetwater actually is trailing 28-14. Right here, but Meigs County up now 15-8 over McMinn Central.
As Sweetwater comes to the line, big play right here, 4th and 12. 4th and 12, I believe you have to convert here if you're Sweetwater.
Don't throw it.
Into triple coverage, intercepted by Polk County. He's going to bring it out. Makes a move over to the right. Comes back over to the left.
He's got room.
He's got blockers. Jumps over a defender. Oh, what a turn of events here on the 45-yard line of Polk County.
Oh, my. Caden Qualls, interception at the 1, returns it all the way back to right at the 46-yard line.
Almost an act of desperation here. It looks like they weren't on the same page.
Yeah, they ran the wrong route. I mean, he cuts out. He cuts out to the sideline there, and Qualls just takes it and says, "Hey, I'm taking this to the house."
Yeah, reminds me of a Barry kid back in the day for Tennessee on that bowl game. Gets down here to the 45-yard line. So, look, Polk County can drive down here and get a score. I don't know that Sweetwater has a shot. You got to think probably Sweetwater defense is a little deflated right now.
Oh, absolutely.
And up the middle, maybe one. Depends on if Bryant Baines is marking.
And the other thing about that, Jamie, is, I mean, that was triple coverage.
And you threw right in it.
I mean, just threw over it. Yeah, I mean, couldn't have thrown it any better to him. And so, just a incredible play by, again, we said before the game, put Sweetwater in a position to make them throw the football, just like Tellico did in the fourth quarter of last week's game. After they got down, Polk County's done the same thing here, forced them into bad situations, and you just saw just saw a great interception and then a big-time return by Qualls, a 45-yard return for Polk County.
Adams out to the outside. Couple yards on that.
This is such a big, what a great performance by Polk County and Coach Derek Davis and his staff.
Great game plan.
Oh, unbelievable.
Adams gets up a little gingerly, but it's like he has maybe a towel has come out. Those are first world problems when you're a football player. Like what's a tailback that big wearing a towel for?
I don't know. I mean, you coach travel league baseball. I mean, they wear more equipment than most people going to war.
What I love is the ones that never steal a base. They always have those sliding gloves. I hadn't figured that one out yet. Charlie Atha. I'll go ahead and say his name. Sliding glove.
Wow.
My guy only time he steals a base is if it's a pass ball. Timeout here. Polk County calls a timeout. I guess, when you call a timeout in this scenario, it's 3rd and 7. You've got a chance to put the game away here. If you can make this drive and you can run some time off the clock, we're already 2 minutes into the fourth quarter, 10-14. You get a first down here. You could easily take this thing down to about 7 minutes.
Well, I do think that you're right. Going back to what you said earlier about it being the most important play of the game for Sweetwater earlier, I think this could be one of those plays for Polk County just because, again, if you get a first down here, I don't think you're in 4-down territory here by any stretch of the imagination, but if you get this first down here in some method, again, I would look for that rollout again with the with the wide receiver there, Caden Qualls coming across, the one that just had the interception.
Cross.
Yeah, and so running that play again, and giving Cecil Burns an option to run it if he has some space. But I just think that this is so important because you give the ball back to Sweetwater, they score, then all of a sudden there's
7-point game, and you got the momentum.
7 minutes to go, and then all of a sudden things have changed drastically.
You definitely want to keep control of the game here, and that's what getting the first down does. Cecil Burns brings him up to the line, surveys the defense, checks his towel too. Gets the snap. Handoff going to the outside. Look, he's got a couple blockers out here. If he can get the outside, he's going to be in good shape.
Holding.
There's the flag. That's going to back him up 10 yards.
Easy holding there. Yep.
Quick call there. It's going to put him 3rd and 17. Now, I think it changes a little to where you're not necessarily, if you get the first down, great, but you're trying to protect the football.
Well, not only that, you're going to protect the football, but listen, you can get this thing under 9. You run the clock as much as you can. Run the football, keep the clock running, use the entire clock as much as you can, get it into under 9, and then punt the football away.
Sounds easy. As I'm yawning. What time is it?
I know you.
Past my bedtime here, almost 9 o'clock.
Tell you what, those banker hours really get you.
Well, I talk a lot for a living. And then up here talking with you. 3rd and 17 here. Look for a pretty safe handoff maybe, right up the middle, as they do. Adams still rumbling, tumbling, and fumbling. That's a Keith Jackson reference.
So that's Adams, 170 yards now for him.
He's going to be tired tonight. How many yards he had last week?
He did not have as many as my guy here, Jason Cox. Jackson Cox had 99 yards on 9 carries last week. He led Polk County on the ground.
It's most Jason Cox's name's ever been mentioned in a football broadcast.
Probably any
broadcast.
Bad
snap. Picks it up. Got to get it out. Gets it off.
Not bad if it gets good bounce. Nope.
No, it takes a Sweetwater bounce, comes back. It's at about the 31, 32-yard line. 9:06 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Could have used a little more, yeah.
Well, let's go ahead and take a break. Well, let's just hang it right here. Looks like they're coming out pretty quick. I don't want to go back and say that they've got to get points here, but they got to get points here. I don't know. And to your point, if they get points here, this is a different ball game. Because then all they got to do is get a stop.
Yep.
And they can come back and do it. The problem is, like you said, I don't think they have their offense has not been conducive to be able to score points quickly.
Remember, Polk County only had the ball for 3 minutes that last drive, so it's easy to get the ball back when you get them off the pass. Another interception.
Interception on the 50-yard line. Ooh, we might get a penalty there, but Sweetwater just keeps giving it up. Great route there, by the way.
And just that throw was too high. Yeah. I mean, there was nothing else wrong with it.
He was open, but like you said, if you force Sweetwater to throw, that's what happens. Here's the replay, the MixedTV.tv replay.
And Trenton Thomas, just big-time interception
right there, wide open. Great throw if you got it down a little bit. Big-time interception there for number 11. Turns the ball back over to Polk County. 9:01. That only took 2 seconds off the clock. That's the only positive that Sweetwater got out of that drive. Cecil Burns hands it off. Adams still. You got to think now Sweetwater's getting a little warmed down on defense.
Well, I mean, you just had maybe one of your better defensive stands of the game, only to have your quarterback throw an interception on the first play. I mean, great route, like you said, great slant route, wide open in between 2 defenders, and really the throw was high. If he catches that ball, it's a touchdown.
See Polk County running time off the clock, still 20 seconds on the play clock, down under 8 minutes and 30 seconds. Get a first down here, put themselves in a good situation. Said that last time too. Cecil Burns with the handoff, up the middle.
That's Cox.
That may be close to a first down. Looks like it's right at the line.
I think it's enough for the first.
Gives them the first down there. 1st and 10 for the Polk County Wildcats.
But not before he gets an Oak pass lane.
I think Polk County can starting to sense a victory here, Shelton.
Well, and a shocking victory, just to be obvious. I mean, it is. We said the only caveat to our pregame picks was it's here at Polk County, and they play very well here. And tonight has really shown that. They have played excellent. Great job by this coaching staff, and even better job by these kids.
Off up the middle again. Looks like they're getting a steady dose of Cox as he breaks the tackle, gets outside, gets slung down about the 28-yard line.
And that was very close to a horse collar.
And that'll be very close to a horse collar, but a definite first down.
Absolutely.
It's under 8 minutes to go now, 7 minutes, 37 seconds.
I'm snapping that ball with less than 3 here on out.
Yeah. You definitely see that with the not really in a hurry here.
No, they're taking their time big time, and I don't blame them whatsoever.
I still would be in that huddle if it's me. 8 seconds now on the play clock, and they snap it.
Got tripped up. Yep.
Still second down and 10 here. About to go under 7 minutes. That's your point, Shelton. I think they still can get more time. They snapped the ball with 12 seconds there. I'm taking that thing down to 2.
Hey, listen, every time you do that 3 times is 30 more seconds off the clock if you're using that math. And so, no, I'm running that thing down as much as I possibly can. The quarterback gets an indication from the back judge here, so I mean it's not like he doesn't know, and he's got a play clock right in front of him against the field house. The field house. I about said clubhouse. Yeah. Wrong sport.
That's you can tell what you insurance guys do. At the clubhouse. Second down and 10 here for Polk County. Handoff up the middle to Adams. Goes out to the outside. Still dragging people with him. Still has not got him down. Looks like he might have got out of bounds there.
The last thing you want to do.
Yeah. Of course, I think he kept running over people. It was just the momentum took him out of bounds.
He carried him out of bounds.
Ball will be spotted on the 21-yard line.
Third and 2 here for the Wildcats. 6:11. The clock stopped.
Gabe Adams now 178 yards unofficially for Polk County.
Most bet you he gets 200 and another touchdown here.
I guess we're heading into turn 4 here, less than 6 minutes.
Thank you. That's right. Up the middle he goes, gets the first down, and much, much more as he walks into the end zone for a touchdown. Gabe Adams gets a little bit of dance going on there too as he officially puts this game out of reach with 6:03 to go in the fourth quarter.
You're wrong. He's got 199 and a touchdown.
Oh, that's unofficial.
It's very, very,
very unofficial. Right at 2:10 now. Thompson to kick here. Beautiful night out here in Benton, Tennessee. There's the kicker. I might have offsides there. Nothing called, but the point is through. That's going to take the score to 35-14. We're going to take a break. It's Rivalry Games on MixedTV.tv, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland.
Your favorite Tennessee wide receiver. In the world of football, precision is everything. Every pass, every catch. But what about when it comes to protecting your home? Best Buy Metals can manufacture a custom-fitted roof that will protect your home for a lifetime. Best of all, it can be manufactured the same or next day. Call or visit a Best Buy Metal showroom or drop by bestbuymetalroofing.com to get a quote today. Best Buy Metals, roofing that lasts.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
MixTV.tv, driven by Mountain View Nissan. Jamie Kyle, Steven Shelton, as we got a run back here on the kickoff. He could go all the way. Went out of bounds at around the 30, 35-yard line. Well, that's what you got to do if you're Sweetwater.
No, he was off to the races. I tell you what, Johnny Gutierrez, I believe, I can't read my own writing here. He really, man, he hit that sideline, and he's one step.
Here.
He's one step.
The blocker out in front of him gets that block, and 11 did a good job of kind of pushing that momentum out to get him out of bounds.
Excuse me, that was Jeremiah Paris. I thought 11 caught the football, but Jeremiah Paris, the running back, took that one and almost erased that touchdown by Polk County.
Sweetwater takes over on around the 35-yard line. Well, it'll be 1st and 10 in the fourth quarter here. 5:54 to go. Must score here for Polk County, or for Sweetwater, and quick. Drops back to pass, in trouble, throws it, complete. Oh no, incomplete on the sideline. I can't tell, Shelton.
It's complete. No gain though.
They've officially went away from their game.
Yeah, well, we talked about it.
Yeah.
You have to push Sweetwater out of that running game with Paris and with Fitch, and Polk County's been able to do that tonight, and it now has put Sweetwater in a must-throw situation. I just don't know if they can, with that clock ticking on those runs, I'm just not sure they can run the ball much more.
2nd and 10. I don't know if the referee had.
I think the ref blew the whistle inadvertently, I believe.
Oh, they called it timeout. Timeout,
okay,
Polk County.
Okay.
I'm a little perplexed. I guess you got them, use them. But you're up 3 scores.
Well, and again, remember, these smaller schools, we both are very familiar with sometimes these timeouts are not about strategy. They're about getting a breath.
Yeah.
And so I think maybe either they saw something they weren't expecting, or they maybe have seen that maybe a couple guys are kind of got their head down a little bit. So at the end of the day, sometimes those timeouts are more for getting their team kind of the feet back under them more so than coaching.
It's like Walker Valley put the beat down on Chattanooga Central. That a game you expected?
Oh yeah, I believe I figured they were going to put 50 or 60 up on Central tonight, the way the offense is clicking over there for the Walker Valley.
Chase goes back for another opportunity for Dude of the Week next week.
He could.
Sweetwater running the ball here, up the middle, good move, slide step over to the side. It's maybe 5.
I believe you're getting better. You might be able to see better in the dark than you do during the middle of the day.
Should be getting worse as long as I've been talking here. 5:27 to go, 3rd and 4. We'll give him 6. Back to pass, throws it out, complete. That'll be a 1st down. Great tackle by the corner there. Tackle by number 11, Trenton Thomas, out there on an island. Gets the 1st down for Sweetwater. Like we got another Polk County player down. To your point, you got guys going both ways. This has been a hard-fought game.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's cooled off here, but there's only so much electrolytes you got rolling through you, and when you're playing both ways like a lot of these guys are, it's very easy to start getting those cramps.
Absolutely. Shout out to the Polk County Band out here. I know Kim Witz. She is the Polk County Band Director. She was actually the Charleston Band Director last couple years at Charleston High School, and does a great job. And when you have these smaller schools, you don't have the big bands like Walker Valley and stuff like that, but we heard them at halftime, and then you've heard them play here. A lot of times they don't get a lot of shout out, but shout out to the Polk County Band. The player's still down. We may go ahead and take a 30-second break. This is Rivalry Game on MixTV.tv, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Paul Feinbaum Show, The Drive, and more of your favorite shows. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM. Download the all-new Mix 104.1 app online at mymix1041.com.
You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Welcome back to Rivalry Game on MixTV.tv, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Here at Polk County High School, Sweetwater up the middle, run there for probably a gain of 3.
Or
4.
6.
Or 6. Can't see now.
Or 7.
You were wrong. Second 3 from the 10. Sweetwater in the hurry up. Hands it off up the middle. Paris with a big run gets down to about the 1 yard line. I know I'm right there. 4:44 to go though, Shelton. It's if you get this in, is it onside kick? I mean, that's about all you got, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. You got to go onside kick. I mean, you can't give the ball back to a team that just really chews up yardage, and you're still down 2 scores.
Clock running 4:42. Snap, handoff up the middle, gets into the end zone for a Sweetwater touchdown. It's a big score for Sweetwater out there. They've it doesn't put them in a situation to where the game is coming back to them. It does put them in a situation to where they can get the onside kick, or if they can kick off and get a 3 and out pretty quick, get this thing within 7. Still a tall, big hill to climb. Extra point is good with 4:34 to go in the fourth quarter. New score, Polk County 35, Sweetwater 21. We're going to take a break. It's Rivalry Game on MixTV.tv, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland.
UPS Store is your back-to-school shipping store. We're the desktop delivered store, the Send Cozy to Campus store, and the Ship Your Dorm decoration store. This year, the sky's the limit. When you ship UPS Air at the UPS Store, your items arrive on time or your money back, guaranteed at no extra cost, exclusively at the UPS Store U.S. retail locations. Because
Mix 104.1 and Honda of Cleveland are teaming up to give one deserving teacher in our local area the chance to win a 2025 Honda Civic LX. Nominate your favorite teacher at mymix1041.com or on the Mix 1041 app.
Welcome back to Rivalry Game on MixTV.tv, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Jamie Kyle, Steven Shelton, Polk County High School in Benton, Tennessee, as we've had a game we hadn't expected with Polk County leading 35-21. A late score there by Sweetwater. They're getting ready to kick off. Shelton doesn't look like they're in the onside kick.
Yeah, I'm very surprised. Polk County's got that second line moving up, though. Can't believe they're going to kick this. Nope. I didn't think, though.
Onside kick. Boom. It's a collision.
And he got it. He recovered his own kick.
Sweetwater gets the onside kick.
I cannot believe Polk County wasn't, I let them kick it over your head and have one guy back, but I'm putting the rest of them on the line.
As we look at the replay here, this is very.
He touched it after 10 yards.
Yep.
But he paid the price, though.
Who's the guy that was the kicker for the Colts that's got the show now? He's on game day.
Pat McAfee?
That looked like his.
Okay.
He had that onside kick where he did the same thing. Sweetwater now may have a game here.
Well, you score and you get another onside kick and you can tie it up. I mean, that's most you can hope for Sweetwater at this point. But
kind of expected, though, Polk County to get the ball and kind of run it out. Going back to the past game, has nobody, kind of rolls out, still looking for somebody, throws it away. Probably would have helped him on that fourth down play that he threw the interception.
Every play, though, for Polk County that's not a score at this point is a win on the defense, because that time is starting to just melt away.
And you got to know that Sweetwater's going to be throwing the ball, because they really can't. I mean, if they run, they got to know they're going to get a first down.
Yeah.
Dacus up to the line, surveying the defense. Shotgun snap. Looks, throws, going deep.
Big arm.
It is a big arm. Overthrew his guy.
50 yards on the fly.
Yeah, his guy broke open late, but just a little too much arm there by Dacus. 3rd and 10 now. For Polk County here, you're not looking for the run, that's for sure. You're probably dropping back in a little zone defense here to try to keep the ball in front of you. Yep, doing housekeeping. Housekeeping?
Well, you know, there's points in the game that you decide that it's
getting close to the end.
You go ahead and start getting your stuff.
That's why I do it at a NASCAR race. About 10 to go, 20 to go. I'm gathering stuff up, ready to roll.
How do you do that, though? I mean, the race is not over with until it's over with.
Well, I just know you sometimes just know who's going to win. I'm like a mule. I see the house.
Really?
I get there, Shelton.
You're like a mule.
Sweetwater up
you see the
3-10.
house.
3rd and 10. Looks like we got a timeout here.
Maybe a delay of game on Sweetwater.
Yep, delay a game on Sweetwater. Man, that's the 2nd or 3rd penalty. That false start down here when they were driving. So 5-yard penalties, and they've both been on 3rd down. It's challenging. You can't make that up. There's not many plays you got in your playbook for 3rd and 15. 4-down territory here. You're just trying to get sensible 4th down kind of play. 4:18. They've done a good job of keeping the clock from running. Drops back, looking, going one way the whole time.
That's defense. That's
makes the catch.
Yeah, that's offensive pass interference.
Going to the end zone. I see no flags.
That is offensive pass interference. He pushed him out of the way. I mean, that's a blown call. That's not even close.
I look at it as that's a big play. With 4:08 to go, they got the ball with, I think, 4:50 to go. And because they threw it, they were able to keep time on the clock. They're about to be within 7. Snap good, kick up, and through. We are now within 7 points here.
Yeah, he just didn't get him as much. He put his hand on him and pushed him down, held him down, but that's about it.
XTV.TV replay.
Would love to see that one more time if we could, but that's a big-time pitch, big-time catch. But let's look and see if he doesn't keep his hand down here, Jamie. The offensive player here takes his hand and watch his left hand here. So not much at all. Not much at all.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where if you're the Polk County defender, you just mistimed your jump.
Yep.
We're within 7 here now. This is getting interesting.
They've scored 2 in less than 30 seconds.
Yeah, I think it's imperative here for Polk County to get this onside kick. They've got to be ready. I think to your point, stick one guy back and just have him go get the football. If they decide
we're
to kick
putting
it
2
over.
guys back. Everyone should be on this line right now except for one guy. And you let that one guy go stand in the middle of the field, go get the football and tell him to kneel on it. I mean, cover yourself up. I do not understand this whatsoever. Everyone's got to be on this line.
4:08 to go here in the 4th quarter.
Even if you're worried about the pooch over the front of the line here, I'm still bringing at least one of these guys up somewhat.
And he can take off running back if it goes over his head.
You're not going to be outrun when you're 30 or 40 yards in front of the guy in front of you, behind you, excuse me.
Here we go. Kicks it over and caught by Polk County. I don't know where they were going with that kick.
That was going out of bounds where I was going.
Yeah.
So.
All right, now we get to see whether Polk County can get a small drive here and maybe milk this clock to get it to the finish.
Should be able to get at least to around 2:30 without any issues. But what a comeback by Sweetwater.
Listen, it's one of those things where you just never stop fighting. You never know what could happen in this game. I think we said multiple times that Sweetwater was probably out of it. It's hardly ever that you get an onside kick, and they were able to do that as well. So,
Cecil Burns really limping for Sweetwater right now. The quarterback, for Polk County, the quarterback.
Got to hold on to the ball here. Adams over to the side. It's going to take it under 4 minutes. This is where their ball handling issues has to go away. They've got to make sure they protect this ball every time. and they really have to what we've been trying to get them to do over the past quarter is get this play clock down to, maybe 5 seconds before you snap it.
Yeah,
that last time it was 13.
Yeah, I'm taking my sweet, sweet time right here.
Play clock under 10 seconds now. So snap with 5 to go. Up the middle. Looks like Adams again. Like quarterback Cecil Burns is having some issues cramping-wise. Sweetwater uses their timeout with 3:13 to go. Let's take a 30-second break. It's Rivalry Game on MixedTV.tv, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland.
Owning a home should be one of life's greatest pleasures, but without a solid foundation, it can become a major source of stress. Luckily, you're not alone. Our experts can identify the true cause of foundation issues and guide you through every step of the way to fixing them, from pinpointing the problem to perfecting the solution. We form custom solutions to meet the needs of your foundation and your wallet, including flexible payment options. With our team by your side, consider your home and your peace of mind secure.
Welcome back to Rivalry Game on MixedTV.tv, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Jamie Kyle, Stephen Shelton on the hill up here at Polk County High School. The expectations of this game, the commentary of this game is nothing to what this game has turned out, as Polk County has a lead of 35-28 with 3 minutes and 13 seconds to go, and they've got the ball and it's 3rd and 2. The snap, handoff up the middle.
Big run.
Big run, gets the first down. That's Caleb Adams still fighting. It's the first down there.
Yeah, Gabe Adams there, that was huge for Polk County. Now you let that clock eat and just get out of here and say, hey, we won, we're done, let's be done with it.
Clock going under 3 minutes now. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Are you surprised Sweetwater's not using the timeout?
Well, yes and no. Yeah, I think I am. But it's first down. I mean, you're
probably going to use it second down, third down.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. 2nd and 3rd, maybe. Usually on 1st, no.
Play clock at 4 seconds. It's the handoff again. Adams going to be the stalwart up the middle now, dragging. You can tell Sweetwater's defense is getting tired, also trying to strip the ball.
Yeah, I think it's more of a strip situation. That gives Adams unofficially 222 yards on the night.
And he looks like it when he gets up. It's like a little tired there as it gets out of the pile. 2:25 clock. We'll continue to run.
The problem with first downs is your play clock starts running, but your game clock doesn't until you get reset here. You're almost better off to pull up at the 9-yard line and take a knee.
Sit down,
Take a knee.
That's been tried in the past by many people, and they wind up scoring. That's not in the DNA of a football player. Clock going under 2 minutes when they snap the ball here with 5 seconds on the play clock. Handoff again up the middle. He's pushing people.
I tell you what, this offensive line for Polk County has played really well tonight.
Sweetwater now uses their second timeout.
Yeah, they didn't have a choice.
All right, Shelton, what do you think about the Tennessee game tomorrow?
I think there'll be one in Knoxville. Game day's coming. It's going to be an orange and white game.
That's all you got?
As far as I'm going with that. Yeah, rivalries are not lopsided for a decade. So I say the same thing I've said, in years past about Alabama and Florida, and you've got to prove you can play with the big boys before you consider yourself one. And I know we made the college football playoffs last year, but you saw very quickly at the horseshoe that not quite there yet. So I think Joey can play well, can stay composed. I think Tennessee, defensively has to show up, and if they can stop the run, if they hold, I think if they hold Georgia under 200 yards rushing, I think there's a good chance of Tennessee maybe pulling the upset, but it's going to be a tall task.
Yeah, definitely going to be a tall task. Speaking of Florida, Billy Napier.
Napier is just in a bad situation. I don't think he's going to survive this, but if you look at their schedule, it is brutal.
That buyout he's got will spin well in Chatsworth. Big run up the middle there. all the way down to the 10-yard line. I don't know at this point. You try to put it in or you just try to run it out?
Well, I understand as a coaching staff you want that scoreboard to look a lot better, but for your players. But, again, you let that thing just run and run and run, and that clock will help you win just as easy as another touchdown will.
Yeah, I don't think Sweetwater's going to call a timeout.
No, Coach Davis is saying, hey, hold up. He's going to call a timeout with 1 second to go on the play clock.
Which will put him under 1 minute?
Yep, 1 second to go on the play clock. He said, we're calling a timeout, and the referee said, got it.
I guess my question there, what are you doing there? I guess you don't end the game with your timeout. I mean, at this point, all you got to do is just really take a knee, force Sweetwater to use their timeout, and then you got 2 more plays after that. You probably could run the clock out. Said we call a timeout here. All right, let's just go ahead and take a 30-second break. This is Rivalry Game on MixTV.tv, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland.
You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
I'm C-Mark.
I'm John Mark.
Never text and drive.
And always wear your seatbelt.
If you've been involved in a wreck on the interstate, give us a call.
We may have the video footage from our exclusive crash camera network.
That crash camera will add value to your case. More cha-ching.
Take a look at our website. Check it out.
265-HURT.
That's 265-4878. We are your local law firm.
Welcome back to Rivalry Games on MixTV.tv, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Looks like Polk County goes into the victory formation as they do take a knee, get knocked back. It's one of the things, if I was ever a nose guard, I'd probably have to do that. One time. Just knock him.
I think it's more that he can't move his left leg at this point. I think he went to kneel and it didn't work.
Yeah.
But I understand what you're saying.
42 seconds to go. 41 looks like.
Sweetwater's going to call their thought last time.
I don't know where I want to go with this show.
The last ones are always the worst ones.
Yeah.
We'll take it with them.
Yeah, let's do that. It's Rivalry Games on MixTV.tv, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. I'll be saying that in my sleep.
Every job has a schedule, and we're built to keep up. At Wholesale Supply, we power the pros who build, wire, plumb, heat, and light the Southeast. With the top brands in stock, expert support, and 30-plus locations, we keep your job moving and your customers happy. Family-owned, service-driven, built for builders, contractors, and our communities. Wholesale Supply, built to supply, trusted to deliver.
You're watching MixTV.tv, the rivalry games driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Visit cleveland-nissan.com. Nissan, innovation that excites.
It's Rivalry Games on MixTV.tv, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Jamie Kyle, Stephen Shelton, as we wind down this game at Polk County High School. Under 35 seconds to go. Polk County does not have to snap the ball. Again, as the clock's running out, Polk County's fired up.
All right, we'll take a 30-second break. Be back with the post-game show. You're watching MixTV.tv, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Bridgestone and Firestone tire dealers in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
You're watching the Cleveland Tire Center postgame show on MixTV.tv. Visit Cleveland Tire Center on North Lee Highway or shop online at bestonetire.com.
Welcome back to Polk County High School. Jamie Kyle, Stephen Shelton. It's time for the post-game show. That's brought to you by Cleveland Tires. The end of the name says it all. Let's go with the Hardy's highlights.
Yeah, Hardy's highlights. After a Polk County quick score, it's Ty Fitch with a 79-yard touchdown to tie this game with 9 minutes and 41 seconds in the first quarter, 7-7. But that won't be all, because it's a highlight night of scoring here in Benton. Jackson Cox, 4-yard run, gives Polk County the 14-7 advantage. Then Polk County going to try to dump it off, and it's intercepted by Campbell Sweetwater with 3:36 left, which leads right back to a Landon Murphy fumble. Then Gabe Adams goes to work. A fumble recovery by Landon Murphy. He'll tie this game 14-14 with 3 minutes and 36 seconds to go. Polk County then comes back. Long pass, deep pass, down the sideline to Burns. Burns goes out at the 1, which will lead to a Gabe Adams 1-yard touchdown to give Polk County the 20-14 advantage after a missed extra point with 39 seconds. In the third quarter, Sweetwater comes out. First play of the game. It's an interception by Polk County, and he'll take it back 54 yards for Polk County. That's Caden Qualls with the interception, 45-yard return, in the fourth. Then it's an interception by Trent Thomas. It leads to a Gabe Adams 21-yard touchdown, 35-14 Polk County. And then it's a touchdown throw by Polk County to Stiles. It's a 51-yard pitch and catch, 35-28 Polk County leads, and that will be the final score, 35-28 Polk County wins. And then we have the Good Hands catch of the game, and Jamie Kyle, it's pretty simple. It's a 51-yard pitch and catch to Stiles, and he does a great job going over the defender and taking it in for a touchdown to bring Sweetwater within 7 with 4 minutes and 8 seconds left in the game.
I tell you what, we couldn't have asked for a better game to do this, to come up here to Polk County. Stephen Shelton, it's been a lot of fun, and we got a good game out of it. It's one of those things where you didn't expect to come up here, especially talking on the pre-games records and the way both these teams have been playing. But listen, we got a great game. Want to thank everybody at Polk